let's go, let's go, yes. Move your hands in the air now, right now. Let's go, and here we go now. Welcome to the show where the future's alive. Web3's calling, yeah, we're taking the dive. AI's in the code, lighting up the stream. Metaverse rising, living every dream. NFTs in our hands, a canvas so bold. Crypto's the key to a world untold. Journey through the blockchain, breaking through the noise. Tune and turn up, it's the future we rejoice. Future watch, we're leading the way. Tomorrow's now, it's here to stay. From pixels to power, we're shaping the scene. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the stream. Digital skies where the avatars play. Blockchains, the pulse, paving out the highway. Syncs with robots, AI's got our back. Infinite realms, no turning back. NFTs in our hands, a canvas so bold. Crypto's the key to a world untold. The real uncommon voice, breaking through the noise. Tune and turn up, it's the future we hoist. Future watch, we're leading the way. Tomorrow's now, it's here to stay. From pixels to power, we're shaping the scene. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the stream. Future watch, the signal's clear. The revolution's now, it's here. Web3 AI and more to see.
Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Future Watch, where we like to break down Web3 in a simplified manner. And it is also our 255th live stream. And I'm your host for today, D1 and only. Hey! And I got my trusty co-host, the real Hinano and Metabeast. Fellas, how you doing?
What's up?
What's up, Hinano? How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing good. How you doing, Metabeast?
I'm doing all right. So what do you get on a 255th anniversary?
What would you like?
High five!
What would you like, sir?
No,
Some
I'm
crack
just
teas?
kidding. I'm just kidding. It's not been 255 with me, that's for sure.
That's okay.
At least I don't think so, right?
You're riding the
Right?
wave.
Just
You're
tell
on
me I-
255 with us today, man.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's been, for some, it might feel like it's 255 degrees out there. I've been
Yes.
reading, like, everywhere on the timeline, like, where it's normally, like, not as bad. It's, like, people are burning out there, like, on the East Coast. Muggy here right now. I mean, it's a beautiful day, but, oh, geez, the things
But
that...
we're complaining, though, because I know some people are freezing their butt off, too, so.
Yeah, I guess so. Or
It's been
How's the janky weather?
not extensively heated in Jankywood, surprisingly.
Okay.
Well, you're like
He's
in
doing
the
good.
in a forest, so you should be nice and cool over there with all the trees behind you.
He's in California.
There's not a
the
whole lot of
weather's always
trees.
the same. So,
Oh, no, it's all good. Well, I'm
And we have
excited
a
for.
desert very nearby too.
that's very true.
Yes,
That's
that
very
is true.
All right,
Well,
sorry.
jump in the pool if you can. I don't know if it's gonna be a hot pool, but jump in the. Oh, I hear the water actually is really cold, where you guys have to wear wetsuits. So head to the ocean. It should be a lot cooler there, I think.
D, so easy said than done.
Right? I've never experienced it. But anyway, I'm excited for this episode. We have a special guest with us today, Aaron Knowles, and he's going to be talking to us about his position at Fanable and also getting us the scoops and how to get on to Fanable as well. And for anyone who's asking what Fanable is, let me give you a quick rundown. So Fanable is a platform that's tailored for collectors of high-value items like trading cards, comics, and other memorabilia. It transforms physical collectibles into digital assets, allowing users to manage, to trade, or to even sell them through a secure online marketplace. The physical items are stored in a Brinks vault for top tier security, ensuring their condition and authenticity are preserved. That's very important. Fanable's marketplace eliminates buyer fees, making transactions more affordable, and offers a user friendly interface for showcasing collections and connecting with other enthusiasts. And the platform prioritizes transparency with verified collectibles and fosters a community driven experience, blending modern technology with the passion for collecting. Beyond trading, Fanable aims to create a space where collectors can celebrate their hobbies, share their prized possessions, and engage in secure, hassle free transactions. So, guys, have you taken part of the Fanable community or the website? Have you checked it out for yourselves? Because I have not just yet.
I have, and I think it was during the DC drop. I'm a big DC fan, and I can't remember because they have them like there's different they call the drops different things. Like I think this drop coming up is like the variant drop or something, but they'll let us know what it is. But yeah, I tried to go for one, and I kept getting a credit card error. But I think this is right when they first started, and so I
Oh,
never went back to try again. But yeah, like it's dangerous for a guy like me when I see like certain variants or certain slabs that could be in the chase because
mm-hmm.
I want to chase it, right? Key knows
Right.
this. Key, you know this in
Yes.
the back. I know Key knows this. So yeah, Fanable is a dangerous thing for me, but it sounds like a lot of fun, and I can't wait to learn about it. And my wife might even let me purchase this week. We'll see. So
DC, it's always yes.
Well, it's all going to be new to me because I've not heard of I've not looked into Fanable.
Oh,
well,
have you
that's
heard about it though? Or not at
I've
all?
heard the name, yeah.
Okay. Oh, very
perfect.
cool. So this is gonna be for Metabeast and I that I literally just signed up today. So because I was like, oh shoot, I should probably have an account. So while we're going through it, we can go step by step and figure out the website. So without any further ado,
Wait,
oh wait,
before we get
yes,
him in, because
yes, yes.
this is like the time where we can actually run one ad before we get into it.
Okay.
Aaron, we're almost gonna get you up there, but guys, I have to run this one ad. I'll be right back.
Oh, I
Oh,
was
I,
jumping to
I
that.
am so excited for Friday. D, why don't you tell people what's going on?
Well, if you want to find out, tune into Virtual Radio's replay that happened today. No, so we're having a special edition of Virtual Radio on on Friday, and yeah, as you saw in this trailer done by Hinano, thank you very much. We're gonna have Shay on with us as a guest co-host, and we're gonna be doing a lot of talking. So tune in on Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to talk with us
For
and find out
something
what we're going
different.
to something different and what we're going to be talking about. So, yeah, it's going to
Right.
be fun. It's going to be great. And also, another thing I forgot to mention towards the end of the show, we're going to have Metabeast's segment of Virtual Destination where he's going to be taking us down to the
VeVeVerse.
VeVeVerse.
Did you get all the invites I sent you?
Oh, I don't know.
sent
Thank
you a
you
ton.
though. I
Yeah.
checked yesterday. Well, I had yours, and I had, I think, casuals.
I sent you some new ones today.
Okay. But Rustan did send me one. So if anybody is listening in, for those of you listening in the out there, if you have a VeVeVerse and you would like us to stop by, you send me an invite. I go by One Existence on there. I think I'm trying to get that changed, but yeah, especially if you've not had a lot of people visit yours, I'd love to stop by there.
So there you go, guys.
And
we
I
will
got
be visiting the
a couple as
VeVeVerse
well.
a little bit later.
So guys, are you ready for our special guest?
I think we've made him wait long enough, Dee.
Yeah. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we will be back with our special guest, Aaron Knowles, Chief of Collector Experience. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Aaron, Chief of Collector Experience over at Fanable. Welcome.
Hello, hello. How's it going?
Good. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, it's my pleasure to be here. And anytime I get to talk about Fanable and collecting and comics, to other collectors and to people who are looking forward into what the future is going to hold for all of us, I'm really excited to talk about this.
Well, I got to tell you right now, you've got a guy on the panel that has never really heard of you guys. So this is really like a sell me your pen moment for him, as well as we have people in the chat that are saying now that they want to go for certain drops. So I think you got a good crowd here today. So let's go. But before we go and do that, Metabeast, I want to introduce you to Aaron. Aaron, this is Metabeast, our third co-host.
Hello. Welcome to the Future Watch.
How's it going, Meta? How are you? Can I call you Meta, or do you prefer Metabeast?
That's fine. Either or is fine.
He goes by a lot of names.
Okay, well, thank you for having me, and also look at this chat. Like you have like it's going like nonstop, going crazy. I love it. I love like reading through all these. Hello, everybody. That's awesome.
And shout out to Raven, who is also one of the partners at True Media Group, and then also it's my understanding, I believe the Biggest Bro, who's another partner at True Media Group. He co-hosts with O'Milly, and I believe he's one of your affiliates, Fanable, as well. So
yes,
shout out
to
O'Milly.
Yeah. Love O'Milly.
Oh,
let's go.
So yeah, shout out to O'Milly. He messaged me earlier and just wanted to make sure that everything was
kosher.
It was kosher. I was like, yep. And I was like, you're more than welcome to come on. He's like, I'm like, you don't need to show your face, but I get it.
She's gunning for you, O'Milly. She's gonna try.
I'm coming for you.
No, O'Milly's a great guy. I get to talk to O'Milly and he basically his community is phenomenal. I think twice a week I get to talk with them, and I don't know. It's a great time always in a Twitter space. This job is the first time I've ever jumped into a Twitter space.
Really?
And
wow.
And so I'm loving every opportunity that I get to go and talk to people in this community and in this space, because it's such, and I can't even say this community, this space, because it's communities. It's so many different like different facets of it. And as somebody who is still I have a lot of I have history in crypto, I have history in NFTs, but I don't have a lot of history in like VeVe. So it's I feel there's definitely some understanding there, like how things kind of cross contaminate, cross pollinate, to where it'll be something I can pick up pretty easily as a collector, as somebody who understands NFTs and crypto, and kind of like the again, learning more than the average amount of blockchain and Web3 type, information. It's amazing to see how it all kind of ties together. So I'm just really excited about everything that's not only coming my way, but also everything that's coming our way as far as the communities that are involved.
And that must be cool for you, because this kind of opens your door to like new landscapes, specifically in the digital realm here. And you're absolutely right. And I'm a big proprietor of like a rising tide lifts all ships. So we kind of like to network with everybody. And when we say community, we're talking about Web3 in general. And yes, Web2 companies who use blockchain technology, I roll them into Web3. That's just me. And so like VV, Cryptoys, McFarlane, and everybody else, Pinnacle, we like to cruise with all of them. I've been to Emily's spaces. It's always fun over there. He's really good with his music, and he's got his funny jokes.
Yeah.
And he really brings in the crowd. And then you got other people from the VV community. And then you got also the Bat Cowls and everyone else as well.
Oh,
so
yeah.
there is
Those are
just
cool.
yes. Well, I'm a big Batman fan. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, then you need a 3D printer, because imagine you can just print your own Batman.
I
cows,
do need
like,
one,
in real
Aaron.
life.
I
This whole
need a 3D
conversation-
printer, wife.
I'm just saying.
I
I'm
was
just
like,
saying.
yes.
They're more affordable than they have been ever right now.
Mm-hmm.
So and you got it before tariffs get too high and affect something like that. You got to get them now while there's still a chance before they get too crazy. But no, I absolutely agree with you, and I definitely love. I love learning about what this community has to offer as, like a function itself within society, within, again, transactionally, security, like all this, there's so many different facets that I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things where the possibilities are kind of like infinite. We have so many things. And as somebody who's always been, I've never really been one of those people that's like, oh, AI is going to take our job and crypto's this and evil and NFTs are bad. No, I'm like, okay, you know what? Who knows what's going to happen in the future, what this technology is going to lead to. And if you don't at least accept it and try and understand it and learn about it, you're going nowhere.
You have an open mind.
Yeah,
Love
absolutely.
it. Yeah. And I think in space, you got to have an open mind, because this space gets a little wonky and crazy. And by the day, not even by the week, by the day,
by the
anything
hour
can happen in this space. But it's exciting, and I love it. And we were kind of talking in the back channels on how, like, I'm mid-age 40s here, and I'm over here like talking on the internet, talking about digital collectibles and AI and all that other stuff. And I'm a big believer in this space. That's one of the big messages here is we really want to help perpetuate this space together. So glad that we're able to like network and do this and kind of like get to learn and know each other more, because I think the most valuable thing here is the networking aspect.
Absolutely. And I love what you said about, like, yes, the space is crazy. Everything changes and fluctuates, but honestly, we're so as humans, we're so used to that in the real world that, if we can have a little bit of fun with it in the metaverse and the VeVeVerse and wherever, like, that is like, we got to take the joy where we can. We got to hunt the good stuff, as we were taught in the military, because you know what, you can never predict when it's going to be bad. You can never predict if it's going to get worse, but you can have a positive outlook, and you can just enjoy the ride, because I mean, that's all that we don't have a lot of time. So
yeah,
exactly.
We're only here for a short time, so have some fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
That's
right.
it.
Famous words. Well, while we're talking about all that, I can feel that you're passionate about, certain things. So I just kind of want to give our audience a chance to get to know you a little bit more. Yeah. First of all, if you could give us like a little backstory on you, whatever you can share, and then also what got you onto this platform, into this space, and how you ended up being the chief. I keep like saying chief of collector experience for Fanable.
Yeah, so I've been a nerd my entire life. So that's kind of my origin story. I was the kid who was sitting in front of the TV like 2 feet away watching SWAT Cats, Pirates of Dark
You're
Water.
blind like me.
Yeah. Eating my shredding the top of my mouth, the roof of my mouth with my crunch berries. But that was me as a kid, and I've always stuck to those guns. I've always been a nerdy kid. I grew up in a sports family, so that's the way it was. And then as I got older, when I turned 18, I joined the Army. Actually, my mom kicked me out, so I didn't really have a choice because I didn't want to live in my car. So I joined the Army.
It sounds cooler. You joined the Army.
Yes. I'll just leave it at that. But no. So I actually just retired last year. Nice. 20 years, 5 months. While I was in the military for the first 8 years, I was a heavy wheeled vehicle operator, basically, a truck driver, but I did a lot of logistics, did a couple of tours overseas, gun trucks, route security, all that stuff. And then about 8.5 years in the military, I transitioned into public affairs or public relations, where I basically went after like any certification, any education that was photojournalism, and just having a great time, telling the Army story, but I also went above and beyond, and I started working with like special forces. I started working with, you know, like Rangers and partner forces overseas, like Belgian special forces, and, you know, working with partners in the Middle East to tell the story of what was going on over there. So yeah, like that's kind of my story. My story has always been to kind of like dig a little bit deeper and find out, like, you know, because everybody has a story, everything has a story, and if you're just interested, you know, in learning about it, then you just have to take some time to do it. And so yeah, like I did that for again almost 13 years, retired, and I've been kind of like looking for a job. And with the you know, with the current political climate, a lot of government jobs that I was going after, every time I'd get an email back saying, hey, you're the guy, you know, it's all of a sudden it's like, but we're not allowed to hire anybody right now. We don't know how long this is going to last. So I was like, what am I going to do next? Well, for a while, I don't know, you know, I worked in the comic space with a company called Comic Sketch Art, and one of the owners of that is a veteran. So, you know, we got linked up. I started working a lot of Comic Cons, New York, San Diego, like all over the place, C2E2, and meeting a lot of creators. And I ended up kind of like, you know, after doing that for a bit, I got referred to Fanable because they needed somebody to kind of take over the role, because Sergio, who you might recognize that name, Sergio, who was the previous chief of collectors experience, he you know, he had a full-time business, he has a family. So this job, I'm going to tell you right now, I just took it over about 2 weeks ago, and it is not a part-time gig. Like, this is one that you have to be passionate about. This is one you have to put time into. My second week on the job, I'm going from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., 10 p.m., you know, making sure that these drops are going, you know, are getting uploaded smoothly. And so, you know, it's to be honest, I'm not burned out. I'm loving every second of it because I'm enjoying learning the job, but also like the fact that I get to work in kind of digital, you know, e-commerce and collectibles and comics and all this stuff. I'm so excited for it. So I'm absolutely loving it. But yeah, that's kind of how I became the chief of collectors experience. Again, huge nerd. I have a ton of comics. You and I were talking about our comic collection earlier, and you know, I'm super excited because another facet of this job, another aspect of it is I do all the buying for the drops.
Nice.
And so I get to go through and like I feel like I'm buying myself comics when I'm buying these really cool ones, these really expensive ones, when we put, you know, as the chases and the grails for these cases. And also, like, I'm seeing covers that I've never even knew existed. And part of my love of collecting comics has always been just like really the art, you know. And so that's, for me, is like that's what I'm super excited about. And Fanable, working with them, I will just say like this, it's been 2 weeks and I already feel like I'm part of the Fanable fam. Like, I'm already in the family, because this is just a really strong group of people that are dedicated to not only this space as far as the community, the VeVeVerse collectibles, digital collectible, or phygital, I guess is the new term that's kind of, you know, blossoming in the community, but they are collectors, they are curators, they are part of this community. And every step of the way they've been there, and they're like, hey, you're like a perfect fit, you know, you're going to be great at this. And like, they're so supportive, and you know, and that's the way the community has felt as well. So every time I'm on one of these chats or I'm talking to people about the next drop, they're like, oh damn, that sounds awesome, I'm excited, let me look into that. So it's like, this is a space that is still growing because people don't know a whole lot about it. So if we can get people to understand it just a little bit more and bring them in, this is just going to grow to a place that is just, we don't even need to bring people, because they're just going to bring themselves into it.
I completely agree. And you know what's so funny about what you just said is, like, we were talking at back channels. I'm a mid 40s man. I'm up here talking about collectibles, comic books, right? I never collected comic books till the 90s. And then I collected, then I stopped because it wasn't cool. You know, girlfriends didn't like comic book collectors, right? And so you have to like reinvent yourself through high school. And that's what I did. And here's where I'm trying to get at is, I got back into collecting. I want to say it was 2022, 2023, around that time where I got reintroduced, and it was through digital. Digital is what got me back into the physical. And that's why, for me personally, I believe they can coexist, because digital brought me back to the physical. And now I have to grab everything in sight that is either like paired You know what I mean? If I have a digital representation, I want the physical. So those 19 boxes, half of these are representations of what I have also on my phone, but also just the fact of the joy of collecting. Now, this is what collecting has done for my family. It has strengthened my wife as a public speaker, because now we're doing these podcasts because of it. My daughter now is writing anime.
Oh wow.
I'm writing comic books, by the way. I have 2 books I'm writing. In fact, I had to ask one of our community members, how can I trademark it so no one takes my stories and stuff like that. But if it wasn't for the digital, I would have never gotten into this. We would have never been here. And it's been a beautiful thing. It's helped us in our daily lives. It's helped us in our personal lives. It's reintroduced us to storytelling. At one time, we were actually reading comic books once a week when we first started, but my daughter's a teenager now, right? So we kind of we don't do that no more, but she's still writing anime. And if it wasn't for the comic books, she would have never gotten to anime. So I completely agree that this place is ready to get blown up. And the kids, they know this stuff. You don't have to educate them on digital or even like the counterpart in between the two. They know how this stuff works. I don't know. What do you think about Metabeast? What do you think about all this? You're muted, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you. You got my mind running off. You know how people have book club. How come they don't have a comic book club?
We do have a comic book club. What are you talking about? We've had it for a whole year. You're in it.
No. But I'm comparing it to just how one was a book comic or a book club would go, where you read.
Gotcha.
Everybody reads a specific comic book, and then you all get together and discuss it.
Yeah.
But I am curious. Do you have the Marvel? Because I know the others have a little bit of Marvel, but nobody really has a whole lot of Marvel. It seems to me.
Yes. So, I mean, that's the interesting thing about Fanable. So I'll talk, like, first of all, the marketplace right now is insane. Like, we have so many cool things going in there. We're expanding it. So here's what I'll just say. Let me digress a little bit. Fanable is new. Okay. We're a small new team. And with every iteration, every time we do something, we are growing and we are making this experience better. Like, we have weekly meetings in the background where we're discussing people's issues because they send in trouble tickets. We have a Discord so that people can come in and discuss what they're looking forward to, what they're buying, if they're having any issues. So everything that we are doing is focused on making what we currently have the best that it can be, and then expanding into the other realms. Like, if you look on there right now, the market, we have space for VHS, we have space for Funkos and collectibles and comics and drops and trading cards. We're just going to be adding to it and getting better. Like, right now you'll see like one VHS because we're testing it and we're doing everything to get better. And so when you ask, like, if we have Marvel, I'll say this: we have so much on there. We have Marvel, we have DC, we have indie labels, we have Dark Horse, we have everything, because this is a fan community driven marketplace. You are able to submit the titles that you want, submit it to the basically all. So when you submit it, it goes to a vault, a Brinks vault that is certified, is insured, it is kept safe, it is guarded. We can't even go in there. And so okay.
Sorry. So would you guys be kind of a competition, or so to speak, of something called Courtyard? Are you familiar?
I am familiar. Yes. And I will say this. I mean, Courtyard, they did just introduce their, I think they have a Courtyard, like a comic. It's a comic vending machine, so to speak, or like a comic, like, I don't know, some kind of, machine for blind boxes. Theirs are $200 a piece, and they're saying that the comics that you're getting in there are a minimum of like $200 a piece. Well, they're only doing DC and Marvel. They're not doing anything other than what's in there. There's only a allotted amount. So this is just a test for them, but we're like, this is like, cards are what they do, and they're doing it well. I don't necessarily agree with their necessarily, like, their kind of pricing. As a collector, as a buyer and seller, I am pretty, what am I going to say? I am pretty well versed in how to price, buy and sell, and make comics, like, make it acceptable to the community and what they're willing to pay. Okay. And so for me, what they're doing is not necessarily
what you're doing.
What? Say again?
Not necessarily what you're.
Absolutely. It's not what we're doing because our cases, which I think are so much fun, because I'm the one, like, now ever since I took over from Sergio, I am developing the case ideas. I'm teaming them up with things that are coming down the pipe from, like, I'll say big calendar releases that you might want to look forward to in certain spaces. We're lining them up. We're theming them. We're having a good time with them. And these are books that you can go in there and you can see every single book that goes into every single drop, and you can see, what we're going to be putting in those cases. Like, we put 9.9s. We don't put garbage in there. Like, this isn't like you're going to spend, 125 and get, like, garbage.
Doctor Who or something.
Yeah, but here's the other thing: is we also have a guaranteed buyback price for the first 7 days if you don't like what you open up. So you're going to get for at least 40% of the fair market. No, at least, I'm sorry, like 90% fair market value of that title of what you're getting. So even if you pulled I don't know, that one that you saw was the Marvel there's a Marvel Celebrates that's coming out in the variant vault cover. Okay, that one is, I believe, a $1,100 or $1,200 book. Well, yeah. See, look at this one. So that one, if you pull that book out of a case, scroll down just a little bit.
Got it.
We put the information right there. So see, $585 for this one is the instant buyback offer. That's if you spend $125 on a case and you pull this, you're going to make a profit instantaneously. What a lot of people do also is they don't even open the case. They buy a case to open, they buy a case to save, and they just put it in the marketplace for a markup, and they make their money back. So that's the other thing. You'll see, yes, exactly that. And based off of, like, what's pulled, I think from the Mutant Mayhem, the Grail, which was a giant size X-Men, the other Grail, because I put 2 Grails in it that week, was a giant size X-Men and New Mutants. I want to say it's 98, which was the first appearance of Deadpool, and it was also signed by Rob Liefeld. So those were dual Grails in that drop, and I don't even know if they've been pulled yet, but the cases are going insane for the aftermarket price because they have not been pulled yet, and that happens all the time. So this is, and then again, what people will do is they'll buy them, they'll save up the cases, because down the road, when no Grail has been pulled, or when some collector comes in who missed the mark on earlier cases, they're gonna want to buy them, because what do we want to do when we're collectors? We want to complete a whole set. So, like, this is not just a chance to own not only physical copies of these books, but digital copies as well that are minted. You also get royalties if you do sell it in the marketplace. Like, we have royalties, and then also, again, like, it's just an investment. But the other aspect of it is this: is if you put your, like, I'll say this, I don't have a lot of room here in New York. If you live anywhere where there's not a lot of room, because I'll tell you this, rent is expensive. If you don't have a lot of room, what's the last thing that you want to, like, have looking at you all the time? Is boxes of comics, right? So you can ship your comics to the Brinks vault. Yeah, you don't mind, but somebody like me in New York, like, I have three boxes. I'm gonna send my stuff in because it's now in an insured vault. It's safe. It's, like, environmentally sound. It's guarded. All that stuff. It's free to store your stuff in there. And then if I do decide, oh, you know what, I'm not really connected to this book anymore, I can just put it up for sale, and then every time it sells on the marketplace after that, I get a royalty. So, like, there's so many ways to, like, invest into this process and make money out of it just by having your books on the marketplace, just by having your books in the vault. And that also saves it, because I don't know if about you, but selling on eBay is one of the worst things that I hate. It's my only way, or it was my only way for selling some of my comics, because they take 13% fees only, and then I got to pay for shipping. Where, like, if you sell on marketplace, guess what? You don't pay all those fees. You don't pay the shipping, because you're just basically trading that digital item, and then the physical copy doesn't move until they decide to redeem it.
I love that. I love that it's a physical that you're purchasing, that if you don't have the room, you can have it stored safely. That's cool. But the vault thing is what made me think of that courtyard. But it sounds like you guys, I mean, That has to be, that just sounds crazy to me, the buyback thing that you guys have. And I take it not a lot of people jump on that, right? Or
you'd be surprised. I mean, we get a lot of buybacks because people have just instantly made money off of it. I mean, some people, I don't know who doesn't want to own some of these grails or some of these amazing books, because now it's literally yours. But at the same time, I totally understand when you like buy a case or two and you turn it around, maybe there's one of these that you don't want, and maybe you just want to recoup a little money. Totally fine. Like that's a smart way to go. But at least, and I also say it's like this. It's, as somebody who used to play, who used to sell, who used to judge and coach like Pokemon, like TCG, that's one of the hardest things to invest in right now. I don't know if you guys play Pokemon or if you know anybody that's buying Pokemon, but to buy a pack right now in a comic or in a card store or game store, you're looking at least twice the MSRP of a single pack. They sell these things, Elite Trainer boxes, which come with 8 packs and some dice and sleeves. Those used to go for like 40, maybe $50. Now they're a minimum 100, 120. A booster box of cards, which you could buy for 120, 140, maybe depending on the set. You're looking at probably $300 to $400, and you're not even guaranteed to pull anything that's of that value out of it. Like you're literally like, you're opening a pack and there might be 10 cards that are all garbage and they're maybe worth 5-10 cents a piece now.
I know somebody that's a big Pokemon collector, and she recently lost pretty much everything they had in a house fire.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that.
So this is definitely another great utility or aspect of doing it this way.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of my friends who are comic creators who live in California were heavily affected by the wildfires. And I'm wish that I had, and this is what I'm going to tell them when I go to these conventions now. When I go to some of these creators, I'm like, hey, I know that you have probably a lot of stuff. I know you're living in California, or you're going to be moving back. You may not want to go through that scare again. So maybe here's an opportunity to send some books and at least get them held into a vault facility, a safe facility that is not like, constantly being inundated with wildfire. So like, to me, it is a kind of a no-brainer, because like I said, that's what I'm getting ready to do. I pulled all my graded boxes down, because I'm going to start boxing them up and sending them to Brinks, because I don't mind I like being able to look at them and go through on my phone and be like, oh yeah, I have this in my collection. Because as of right now, there's no way I could display all these. They're just like in boxes.
Mm-hmm. So I gotta ask a question regarding like security, because I'm sure people might have the same question. Because you said that they're, vaulted, they're in a secure place. So what is exactly like the verification process? Like, how do we make sure that people who are taking part of this are like rest assured that and confident that their items are going to be safe?
Yeah, so that's a great question, and I can say this. So 2 ways. First, if you're thinking about buying, or you're thinking about buying off the marketplace, if you're thinking about buying a case, we have like so many checks in place as far as verification of the comic itself. We have high definition, like intense scanning and great, like basically when they go to the vault, when they go to Brinks, they take them through this entire process that scans them, again, verifies the certification number, verifies the seal on the encapsulation, because as of right now for comics, you can send in other graders besides CGC, but we are only selling from us, and in the cases we're only doing CGC. Gotcha. But we have a process for everything from Beckett to PSA to CGC. I don't know if you know, PSA just announced recently that they're going to be doing grading for comics, which is cool. So we are constantly adding in their visual profiles, so that we have not only physical people going through and checking these books as they come in, but we also have an AI bot and an AI system that scans them as well and puts them into a system. So there's a whole system in place that is making sure that any item that's coming into the vault is legitimate, is authenticated and is kept safe and is like not damaged when it comes in. Like we get only once so far have we gotten a picture of a slab that was actually cracked from shipping. So they do a really good job because they will send it to us immediately. Hey, you know, what do you want us to do with this? And then as far as for people who are worried about their collectibles that are in the vault, again, these things are constantly checked. They're constantly rechecked and checked by the physical staff that's there. We also have information on the website to where if there was some kind of, like, God forbid, if there was some kind of unfortunate situation, everything is insured and everything is guaranteed when it's under the Brink security vault system.
Aaron, I got a couple questions from the audience real quick. Key Comics writes, is there any way that the collector sending you those books can see the process?
As far as like viewing the process of what it goes through, I'll look into that. As of right now, I've been told no, because since I was told that I actually live somewhere near this facility, I even asked if I could go because I'm a journalist. You know, I have a security clearance still, even though I just got out of the military a year ago. So I was like, I should be able to clear, obviously, like a background check, security system check, all that stuff. I'm under an NDA for the company, so I should be able to go in there and like view what's going on and take pictures. And they're like, sorry, like it's such a secure facility that even our staff is not allowed in. So because they don't want pictures, they don't want videos, because of how secure the vault is, they don't want people going in there and like, you know, taking pictures and video and showing any kind of vulnerabilities if there were any.
Okay. And then right here, the comic guy, he writes, when can we redeem multiple slabs at once with one shipping price, or will shipping always be separate for insurance purposes?
You know what, comic guy, let me go ahead. So what I like to do is I like to write down these amazing questions that I do not know the answer to, but I guarantee you I can get an answer for that. So let me write this down in my questions list. So let's see, multiple comics for redemption. So I'll put in a ticket for this and I will ask and hopefully get an answer back. So if you want, feel free. I'm at the Shortbox Hero on Twitter. If you want to shoot me a message, the comic guy, let me know, and I'll see what I can do about getting you an answer to that one. That one to me seems like a real easy answer that they probably are working on that. But actually, you know what? I think I actually know the person in the company who does like the buying and the shipping and labeling and not buying and shipping, but the buying of like labeling and shipping and all that monetary amount. So let me look into that and I will get back to you. Thank you.
And then when Canada.
So again, I don't have an exact date. I don't have a timeline. What I can tell you is that we are working on a roadmap. And the first part of that roadmap is making sure that our system is perfect, that our process is perfect. Because the last thing that we want to do is open this up worldwide and have an issue and it creates like any kind of ripple effect and, you know, creates issues for other things. So we want to make sure that we do like this great and then open it up to being better for the rest of the world. Does that make sense? Because the last thing we want to do is cause a problem and put anybody's, you know, collectibles, put anybody's money at risk. So just give us some time, be patient. Again, we are constantly we had another meeting today and it's only Tuesday and it was about the fixes that we're implementing. So we are working on these things and that is one thing that I will ask the question of, even though I know that is on the roadmap. I just don't have a timeline of when.
And I had a question. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I had a question on the insurance part that you mentioned earlier. So say, knock on wood, that anything drastic were to happen and that vault got breached or whatever, lost, fire, whatever. So the people's items in that vault, is everything in there automatically covered by an insured, or is there like a minimum of a value of a certain collectible in there that needs to meet like a certain like price value and then it'll be covered under the insurance?
So from what I've been told, and I will verify this, but like even the documentation, like we have, if you go to Fanable, there is a like an about section. You can actually go through the whole process, like step by step of how, like, the terminology of when you send in. It even teaches you about minting and burning. It's a complete walkthrough of understanding how Fanable is a part of again the blockchain and Web3 processing of making sure everything's secure and all the transactions are legitimate and tracked. But in there as well is information about the storage and the insurance. And every item, no matter how much you have in there, every single item is insured at full market value.
Okay, full market value. Good.
Yeah.
Good to know. Okay. And then there's another question from the biggest bro in the chat. Will there be a way to display the cases that we collect and don't open, like a showroom?
Yes, I believe that they are working on that, because that's one thing that I've been asking about as well.
Okay.
A few of my buddies over at Comics and Crypto,
Yeah.
we were talking about how AR, augmented reality is becoming this, just amazing, thing in physical space. You know what I mean? So they have people who are buying digital items, digital collectibles, and using different pieces of technology to display them in real, in real life. So that's one thing that I want them, I would love to work towards, even if it's again in VR or AR, whatever. But as of right now, we don't have a way on the platform other than in your it's basically in your collection. That's how you can see them. But as far as displaying them or having any kind of display, that's a great idea, and I love it. I'm gonna write it down because I don't think I've heard anybody discuss the idea of having an actual. Because what that reminds me of. If you remember I want to say it was Super Smash Brothers Melee, when you got a trophy of a fighter, you could have your own little display of them. So that sounds really cool to me. So I like that idea. So I'm gonna put that in my notes about display for cases. And having that,
awesome.
a customizable display. I like that. And then I see that the comic guy asked current FMV or last sold FMV. And so what we do is we use actually a website called Go Collect. And and that tracks the current full market value or fair market value. And then it also tracks over the last 30 days, 60 days, it goes back. So you can track the value of it. So what we do is we track the current fair market value or full market value. Both it's same thing as your terminology, but it's the current FMV. Yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, man, we're giving you lots of homework.
No, that's good. I need this because I want to be able if there are things that I don't know, I want to be able to know, because I want to be able I pride myself on, if I don't know the answer, I'm going to go find it, because I find it important for I find it important for people to be transparent, for companies to be transparent. You're on Go Collect right now. ASM FMV is over the last sold price. Well, I will double check that, because we just updated those within the last week. So I appreciate that. I will double check.
Well, ASM2. Okay. So how does one get started with, to onboard someone who's brand new? I just signed up for an account, but before the whole sign up thing, what is the process someone should do? Is there a referral code that we get from a friend, or do we just go on fanable.io and use your email? How would you get someone on?
So, I mean, we are actually working on something special for, some upcoming conventions, where we'll maybe have some giveaways that give people either a discount code, some ideas. We're throwing around some really fun ideas for, to how to get people and refer people to come onto the platform. I think that's something that's really great, because one of the things that I think is so important about this community, and as well as just being a community for Fanable, is it's nice to have a small group of collectors that really support each other, but then you're creating this small little ecosystem that doesn't grow, and then it's just kind of the same money and the same items circling around this little kiddie pool. But if we start bringing in more people into this community, then we have more people, more competition. We have more money coming into where, if more people are buying off of Fanable, that brings more money to the platform, which means that we can do bigger and better cases. We can do bigger and better grails. We can do bigger and better collectibles. We can do all types of cool ideas. So it's about cultivating this whole community and bringing people into it. So what would I tell people if I wanted them to get on the platform? I'd be like, hey, you know, if you're looking for a chance to get, you know, at spending like a low, like kind of entrance fee into this game, you're going to get some really cool collectibles that are going to start building your digital wallet that are a great investment, whether it's just buying a case, whether it's buying a, you know, an actual, you know, item on the marketplace. Like, you're investing in yourself, you're investing in this marketplace, and you're investing in the community, you know. And it's like, I think people kind of just need to be a little bit more open-minded about what, you know, like, I know it's scary to invest these days because the word investment inherently comes along with the idea of risk and also like losing money. But the fun thing about, again, Fanable is that you may be spending money, but it's no different than going to the comic shop and buying, like, you know, some book they have up on the wall, which I enjoy doing. I like going to the comic shop and seeing, oh, there's a really cool book that might be my personal grail on the wall, and I'm gonna get that today. Like, my local comic shop, they have a Batman 700 signed by Michael Keaton. I've been eyeing that thing. I feel like Wayne from Wayne's World looking at the guitar, and he's like, she will be mine, you know. Like,
Yeah.
I want it. So, like, that's my goal, you know. I'm saving up for it because eventually I'll get it. But that's the cool thing about, you know, Fanable, is that Fanable is, there's like a low interest. So
Yeah.
I mean, not a low interest. There's like a low entrance to get on, you know, to get on the ride, which is a fun ride.
Yeah.
Again, it's just a fun community. So I hope that
Comic
answers
guy,
the question.
just buy it already.
Just buy it already.
I know. That book is, it's so sexy. So,
You know, I have the same thing where when I walk into a certain store and I'm cheap, you know what I mean? Like, I can afford it. I know I can probably buy it right then and there. Like, my biggest thing, and for me, like, a grail for me is not even worth a lot of money. It's just a book I really want. Like, an artist of mine, favorite of mine is Michael Turner. And I really want Civil War #1. I don't have it in graded form. I believe is it the B cover that's colored? But I also like the black and white as well. But like stuff like that, right? By the way, it's a hint. We love some Michael Turner in those cases.
I'm writing it down.
Anyway,
He's taking all feedback.
yeah. So that's my question to you, because I think we've kind of gotten out of. I've gotten my questions answered. I don't think I need any more. Chat, if there's any more, please drop it in the chat. But I kind of want to talk to you about your artist. Who's your favorite artist and why?
Ooh, man. Who is my favorite artist? I mean, so John Boy Myers is definitely one of my favorites. I love. I mean, you can't really ignore David Nakayama, DNA. His are great. Mirka Andolfo is one of my top favorites. She is just, her and her husband are two of the most sweetest people on the planet, and I love them.
You met them?
Yeah. So like, yeah, because like I said, I used to work with a comic sketch art, so I used to do the conventions. I used to you know, do whatnot shows with them. I know a lot of the artists. Plus, if you're you know, curious about listening to some of them, you know, like, I don't know if you know who, like Jeff Lemire, he did Sweet Tooth, Little Monsters. He's got a new one coming out. He's about to come on my podcast. We're going to interview him this week. David Dalsmashian, he was on my show, and we talked about him, and we talked to Patton Oswalt about Minor Threats, which is a great comic. Yeah, it's like I you know, I love talking to these creators and finding out like what they love. There's a guy named John Kissy. If you guys like, if you like the Twilight Zone, if you like Warehouse 13 and X-Files, things like that, look up a book called Dr. Rigsby by John Kissy. It is a creator-owned independent book, and it is one of the coolest that I've read. It's his first trade came out. I think it's like 10 issues of Dr. Rigsby, and it's very much Cthulhu mixed with, again, Outer Limits mixed with like almost James Bond, sexy like spy kind of guy. It's this, yeah. It's got so many cool things about it. But like, I'm just, you know, again, I love talking to creators. David Papose, who has done, he did the kind of the new, the Punisher when it wasn't Frank Castle. He did the new one. He also did the most recent version of Speed Racer, Space Ghost, not Johnny Quest, but he's doing something. What is Captain Planet? He's doing Captain Planet right now. David Papose, he used to be a crime reporter, and so like he and I always have cool like stories to swap being journalists, and I love talking to him about his process. So again, it's like I love talking to all these guys and just getting to hear about their creative processes.
Yeah, and they'll like literally if especially if they're by themselves, they'll literally talk with you forever until someone comes to the booth. So I remember we met with Frank Fontaine.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember what his publisher, his independent publisher was called, but he did a lot of spooky films, and he did a lot of like monster comics, so like vampires, Frankenstein. But he was just like a really cool guy, just like talking about like just like Marvel. Like he grew up reading Iron Man, and it was just really cool to kind of like get to know that person from the other side. It's like, oh, you like to draw horror, but you grew up with all these favorite characters that I love and stuff like that, right? Or we had Scott Circlin on. Shout out to Shawnee Poo. I see you in the chat. He had that mad scientist vibe, and he wrote like a comic book about zombies, and he also has a coloring book that shows you how to draw frames.
Oh,
and
that's
stuff
cool.
Like that, though. And I love talking to like the independents, because like I think they just appreciate you just talking with them and just kind of like going over the craft. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I honestly 100% agree. I think it's funny because I had the same experience when I was in the military. So, when you first come into the military, when you first come into like, even the fandom of like comics, and you start talking to like creators, it's the same thing. You look at them and you put them on this pedestal, and you're like, oh, nervous to talk to them because they're like your heroes. They're great.
Yeah.
They're super famous artists, and it's like, yeah, they're cool. It's the same like I'm a PFC, a private first class, talking to a 2-star general. I'm crapping my pants. But then you realize that they're just normal people, that people don't talk to them like they're normal people. So when they finally find somebody that's just like casual and cool and wants to talk to them, they just want to sit down and have a beer with you, or they want to sit down and and relax, and maybe one of my favorite guys I've ever talked to, Christian Ward. He is an amazing artist, an amazing writer. One of his last things was, oh my God, it's gonna bother me. It's Batman. Damn it! It's gonna bother me. I gotta Google it real quick. He'll kill me. Christian Ward. Yeah, he did Batman. Oh.
Let's see.
City of Madness. It was called City of Madness. Sorry. So it's like an Elseworld story, and he did it all. Like he had. It's so funny because we had him on the show, and he was talking about this idea for like almost a mirror, like dark mirror verse version of like almost a Cthulhu version of Batman. And this is like a year before Batman City of Madness came out, and we didn't know the time that he was pitching that to DC. And so DC came out with their dark label of Batman City of Madness. So it was just cool to talk to him, because he said he was pulling his hair out going over this, like creating this thing. Like his art and his writing, like he does this like very like watercolors like art. And those are ones that I want to see on Fanable. Those are ones I want to see in the digitals, because again, digital space is much like having a graded book, right? You can't open it up, you can't read it, but you're probably keeping it pristine, you're keeping it graded, encapsulated, because it means something to you, whether it's the art, whether it's something inside, maybe it's something that somebody wrote on the cover, like their name, or like, get bent, or something like that,
Or there's a memory tied to the book.
There's
that
a
you
memory
bought
tied to it.
Yeah.
I'll show you. If I can show you two that I have.
Ooh, yes.
So these are two books that these are magazines. So I got them graded, but it's Time magazine. So this is the September.
Oh wow, Time.
September 14th, 2001. So this is the issue that came out.
Oh wow.
Like, again, 3 days after the towers fell, and then this is the next one, which came out September 24th with Bush on the cover. And so it's funny because they graded them, and they even have my mom's address when we got them when I lived in Las Vegas. So like that's stuff that people do. Like I'll I probably won't send those in, because those to me are like, I'm actually considering donating those to the 9/11 museum here in New York. But there are books like that people have that, like that people love looking at, and that's the whole point. And so Christian Ward has this one piece of art that he did a cover for Poison Ivy, and she's just kind of like this small little like kind of like silhouette in it, but it's one of the most beautiful pieces I have ever seen, and it's gorgeous. And some of these artists are they have such cool like art. Like Daniel Warren Johnson is one of my favorite artists also. So like any stuff like that, like I'm gonna get it graded if I don't have it graded, and I'm gonna get it submitted because I want to be able to look at it, and I might as well have it on my phone so I can look at it anywhere instead of having to come home and pull out these boxes and then look through them and then then look at it and then put it away and put it back in the box and then put
you got
it back
that
on
5
the
minute
shelf.
of fame with that box.
Yeah. If I have it on my like iPad, or like you said, if we can have some kind of device that shows our AR, shows it in augmented reality, how cool would that be? I can just have it on display. Like even if it's just like a screen, I can have it, spinning in that screen and on display. That's my book. It just happens to be a digital minted version of it,
Yeah, I think it's cool. I like where the tech is going, and I think you guys are one of the first pioneers to kind of do this type of things. I think there's going to be more of you guys out there, but like, and Chris, you say it the best, Chris Severs, if you're watching, the first is the first, and you guys are the first to kind of do something like this, and I think it's awesome for where we're at here. I think I've asked all my questions. Metabeast, do you have anything that you want to ask Aaron?
Yes. So I noticed you said VHS, right? Movies.
Yep.
If you buy that, do you get the actual movie itself as well?
Yeah. So everything that you buy in the marketplace has a physical version of it that's in the vault. Every single thing. Like there is nothing on the I would say except for the case, because the case is just a digital, composite of a case, which, some of these cases I wish were real. But but yeah, every single item like this, like what's on screen right now, this 2002 Spider-Man VHS, that VHS is in the vault right now. Again, it comes in the vault, it gets scanned, it gets put like into like a digital, it gets minted, and then it gets put into the marketplace, and all the metadata is there as well, and so that item is in the vault. And so
can you watch from the digital copy, do you get to be able to watch the movie as well?
No, it's not like you get like a digital code with it and you can watch. No, unfortunately, that's not something that we can do. I mean, it would be cool. I mean, who knows? Maybe that's sometime down the road, because it'd be cool. Like if you had, but I mean, even if like with like a graded book, like if you send a book in to get graded, you're not getting a version back that you can read. Hopefully you buy one that's like a a shelf version that you can read. Sometimes I have to do that.
All the comic.
What'd be so cool about that, though? I'm sorry, I'm going to break in real quick, Metabeast, and I'll give it back to you. But like, what'd be really cool is that is still possible to do with a partnership. Maybe you can partner with a streaming service. If you buy this, maybe you get like rights to stream this for 48 hours on Amazon or something like that. If you guys were able to do something like that, or something similar, like or maybe pair with Vivi. You buy something like this, and you get the readable copy on the Vivi platform, so you can read it.
True. Yep. Those are options.
Yeah, I'm writing
One
it
last
down.
question. So I was looking over the website, and the latest drop is completely sold out. And there's nothing under the up and coming. Are you able to give us any kind of info on what might be coming up next?
Yeah, actually, that's the Medium right there. That's our Medium article. You guys can subscribe to it if you have a Medium account. We're also working, because don't ask me why, this is something that I have asked them to add as I found it out this week, because again, this is really like my first week second week solo. It's like my second week going solo here.
You're doing good, Aaron. You're doing good.
Thank you. I asked
You're not
them
in training anymore.
Exactly. The training wheels are gone. I asked them to add in an email sign up, so you can because we do a newsletter. But right now there's not really a way for anybody else to sign up new to the newsletter, so we're only going to the people that have originally somehow been signed up for this since we launched. So I'm getting it so you can sign up for that. But we do the Medium article, and also follow us on socials at Fanable app on pretty much every platform, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I think it might automatically go to Threads, but like those are our main ones. Again, if you follow us on that, that's where we put our latest and greatest. So this week that's coming up is the Variant Vault, which is going to focus heavily on variants. So you got ratioed, you got store incentives, you got like any and all. Like there are some like this article will tell you what the grails are, what the chases are, but there's so many books in here that are just like so good looking because they're variants. Variants are what people chase. Variants are what people want. Like this is one of my I love like
Ooh,
Ryan Otley.
wow.
He is this is a John Boy Myers cover with like signed by Ryan Otley. It's amazing.
So what's a store? What was it?
Oof.
You said a store.
So like a store incentive is
Incentive,
yeah. So it'll be like a 1 in 25 or a 1 in 50. So
okay.
basically a store like just imagine like if you go to a local comic shop, that local comic shop would have to order a specific amount to be able to get a certain level of ratio. Now, there's a company called like Bad Idea. They're coming out with one for like some kind of zombie hunter book that they got coming out, or a vampire book, and it's got like the book itself. The incentive is a graded book that they've teamed up with CGC for, but it has a stake like a wooden stake going all the way through it with blood splatter.
Whoa.
But the store has to be willing to order, I think, at least like 1,000 copies to be able to. So imagine if your store doesn't have 1,000 customers, they're never going to be able to order that much, and unfortunately, they won't be able to get that like incentive. So that's why it causes people to have to go around, go to the secondary market, go to eBay, wherever, because sometimes you just can't get the incentives because and that's happened to me a lot. Being in smaller towns, being on military bases, a lot of military bases don't have a lot of comic readers. So those small towns that are surrounding it don't have a lot of comic readers. So they don't order as many books.
And okay, so we can check on the website and we can come on your socials as well as the newsletter. So since you've been on, has there been like a consistent day that have been having the drops?
Yeah, so we do our drops every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Okay.
And so like basically kind of how my I call it my battle rhythm of the week is on Monday we reveal the case. So this is kind of our methodology. We reveal the case. So you'll see something like this. We'll talk about the vaults being open. So actually this post is usually saved for today, like Tuesday. So that's when I write out the Medium article. And then tomorrow, before 11, you got to keep an eye on the website. But tomorrow in the morning is when I will publish the entire list. So you'll be able to see every single book. So you can research, so you can look at it, you can do whatever you want. You can research and look at the list. And that's the day before. So that's Wednesday. And then also we have like some of our, comics and crypto and Omilities, they'll go in on live and they'll start doing their read through of what's going to come out in the drop. And so I love it because I watch all of those. I listen to all of those because I love hearing what people are excited about. I want to know what they're loving in these cases, because again, being that this is my third drop that I'm doing, and the second one on my own, and the fact that I'm like now in charge of like purchasing all upcoming comics, like I know that these are going to be awesome. So bad. I'm bad at secrets, man. So badly do I want to tell like the upcoming drops because I love how creative I am, and I love how much this team at Fanable has embraced that creativity and let me run with it. So I'm really excited for some stuff we got. We got a book that's coming up that has, it'll blow your mind with how many signatures it has. Like think about, so the one that we have that's for tomorrow, the variant vault, the Grail has Stan Lee's signature on it. It has Dan Slott. It has Joe Quesada. It has John Romita Jr., I think, all on this book. Like that's insane. Like where else do you have a chance to own a book like this? That's almost $2,000 for $125 buy-in.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I can already you're so passionate about this, and you've only been here for 2 weeks, but you're already doing so much. Like even the newsletter and preparing for that, getting all your information, going to other different mediums and platforms to research. Yeah, but you sound like you enjoy it so much. It's it's not even work.
It's not. You're absolutely right. Like the funniest thing is, every single person in my life that I've told about this job has said the same thing. That sounds perfect for you.
Yeah.
And so,
it's to have fun at work.
Exactly. I'm literally what I'm doing. I'm not joking. Is I'll be doing the buys, and then I'll be doing the allocation to the drops. and like going through, because like basically so like as I'm allocating to the drop, I'm pricing everything to make sure that you guys are getting the best value for what you guys are purchasing or for what's going in the case. Like I want to make sure that I'm putting quality stuff in the case, so I'm pricing it. But as I'm scrolling and looking at the different variants, I'm like, I never saw that, and so like I'm literally screen capturing it and sending it to my wife, because my wife is a collector as well now. I got her into it. So
Nice.
it's so much fun.
No, that's so awesome.
Does Fanable source all their? Sorry, I don't mean to get ahead. I'm just like,
No,
you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, we do. So I will. So right now, I'll tell you, like my job, part of my job as the collector experience is to source and find all the books that go into these drops, and I do that different ways. I work with other collectors who may have, extensive collection that they're maybe wanting to slim down, and so that's part of my job. And then I will also, I'll go to so I'm actually getting ready to go to San Diego Comic-Con, because I'm going to go pick up some books there. I'm going to try, I live here in New York, so I'm going to go into New York Comic-Con to pick up some books. There's so many opportunities. And I saying that also is I don't know, are you guys going to San Diego Comic-Con at all?
So Metabeast is actually going to the McFarlane private party. So
oh, nice. Do you get a +1?
I will ask. You know what? I'll ask.
Yeah, that would be great. I've met Todd a couple times, the Todd father. I've met him a couple times. Some of my friends have interviewed him. I have not had the opportunity to interview him, but I am just like really anybody. I'm a huge Spawn fan.
Same here, man.
I have been since I was too young to watch it, or wasn't allowed to watch it on HBO because it was too violent. But I still watched it. I love it. And the movie with Michael Jai White and John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was my childhood.
It is. I thought that movie was perfection to me, but I grew up watching that movie too, right? So I love it too. So and I'm a big Todd fan. And yes, we also am trying to interview Todd one day. Maybe one day. So,
I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you saw it. So I think this might be the second week in a row we're doing like a Chaser or Grail that is a Todd McFarlane book. If you saw that was a Peach Momoko.
Yeah.
I was at New York City Comic-Con. I was to get the. Am I allowed to cuss on this show?
Yes.
I was in that fucking line. I'm part of my language. I was in that line to get that book, and it's sold out. But the thing is, like, honestly, I feel that Peach Momoko is the sweetest, tiniest Asian artist I have ever met. And she's so like frail. Like when stuff starts popping up, all she does is like climb under the table. But that's what happens. It's like she's so sought after, and the fact that these were signed, the fact that this was like this is just such a beautiful book. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. No, and I got to give a shout out to one of our community members, Comic Guys Right. I own the book because of a Tem. One of our community members actually stood in that line that you were trying to get in. Him and his wife fought. They fought, and they were able to provide our community the books they needed. I have a copy as well, so I'm super stoked.
No, this is cool.
And shout out to Atem.
Yeah, I saw this on the timeline. I'm like, hey, I have that.
Metabeast, I know I cut you off. Would you like to continue where you left off? I'm sorry.
Damn, we definitely deviated from that.
No, I think I just had those last two questions that he answered. So, but I'll see if they have some people didn't use their tickets or whatnot, and maybe we can get you one.
Oh my god, that would be
no
amazing.
Promises, Aaron. No promises.
No.
But
I
will ask. I will certainly ask. I wouldn't have anyone else to invite if I had a +1 anyway. So there you go.
Yeah. No, it'd be awesome to hang out. Like that's the other thing is like I'm using this. So like I'm gonna be at New York Comic-Con. I'm gonna be at San Diego. So if you see me, I'll probably be wearing a Fanable shirt. Hopefully we've got some kind of giveaways, some kind of like takeaways that I can give out, hand out. I potentially might be on a panel at San Diego Comic-Con, so it'd be great to get to talk to people and talk. Again, talking about Fanable is just exciting for me because again, it's exactly what you said, Hinano. This is such a great way to connect physical collectors and digital collectors, and those who are unsure about either side, but those who are also interested in either side, because you're not just doing one, you're physically collecting with a digital component, and that's what's amazing about this.
Yeah, 100%. And if you go to Comic-Con, this is our another partner in True Media. He's going to be there as well. Go find him. He's not hard to find. He really is the biggest bro. You'll see this big guy with a poof hair.
Hell
And
yeah.
that's who he is. So he'll probably be hanging with Metabeast as well. So yeah, go check them out.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be fun.
Let's go.
And if you want to have more fun, we're gonna be. I know it's not a Comic Con, but it's a designer con.
Ooh.
We're gonna be in Vegas in November for the designer con, like mid-November. So that's where we'll be since we can't make it to the other Comic Cons
This
in
year.
California this year. Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to try to get to that one because that's where I went to high school and that's where I met my wife as well. So
Oh, there you go.
Vegas I consider home. You know, that's where I hit my prime.
If you don't hit any prime in Vegas, something's not right.
Exactly. I learned a lot from being under gambling age and under gambling and under drinking age while living in Vegas. I learned a lot. So I don't gamble. I have tried since, and I just realized like that's the same reason I don't play games with a luck outcome like a dice or coin flip because I have zero luck. I have terrible luck.
Same here.
I cannot win betting anything.
I don't gamble either. If I want to gamble, I'll just buy crypto. We're good to go. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
um,
No, this has been really cool. And answered all our questions. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be going on the app, on the website, and diving into it. Thursday is coming up soon in 2 days, so that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Metabeast, was there any other questions you had for Aaron? Anything else you wanted
Not
to
that
share?
I can think of. No.
Yeah.
And
No,
it was very nice hearing about Fanable. Like I said, this one was new to me, so I like the way it's set up with the basic kind of physical first and digital. And if you don't got room for it, they'll keep it safe for you.
Vault it up.
Exactly. That's again, like I appreciate everybody listening. I appreciate you guys having me on the show. Again, this is not like I probably if this had just been like a digital.
I want to read this.
If you're going to SCC, reach out and I'll see what I can do to get you on the MTD. Might be too late, but I can try. Oh, sweet. Yeah.
He's one of the Discord mods for MTD.
Oh, nice. Yeah. If you can, the comic guy, hit me up on Twitter, and I'll we'll get to chatting because I definitely want to reach more people, talk to more people on the community. Like I said, I'm just so grateful to be a part of it. And
Yeah.
if Fanable, I'm just gonna tell you, like I'm a huge advocate of not doing things just for the money and not supporting something you don't believe in, not buying a product that you don't like know how to use or can back. So
Yeah.
if Fanable hadn't been something that I could get behind and could understand, I wouldn't have joined. And so like I know it sounds kind of like unscrupulous, like people probably like, oh, I'll take a paycheck any day. No, it's like I genuinely enjoy what this company is doing and what they've done, because just like you said, Hinano, like the fact that they're teaming up the physical and the digital, it makes me feel more relieved about putting my money into something like this because I'm not so scared of just putting my money into nothing and it disappearing. Like I bought, you probably know HRO. I bought those damn DC cards,
Yeah.
and I had
my wife.
I had no idea. I still have unopened boxes of those, and I couldn't
Right.
get rid of them. So like, what am
So
I
does
gonna
my
do?
wife.
Send
You
it in
know?
for grading and
Yeah.
vaulting.
There you go. Vault some HRO
For
cards.
vault.
Yeah. But like you couldn't even sell them on eBay because they were considered crypto or like or NFTs and like used or something. Like there's that's again, I did not want to get into a space like that, and so when I learned about what Fanable actually was, I was fully on board, and I'm so excited. Again, and the other thing is, like I said, I'm getting to lean on the one thing I love to do the most, which is be whimsical and creative, and I get to create these boxes and these drops. And if you could get a peek into my brain, I wish I could tell you all the cool stuff, the cool shit that I
Tell us
have.
something if you want.
I can. The next drop is Variant Vault. I'll tell you that because I got to keep up. I'm
Heard
not
it first, guys.
Yes. I am so excited for these drops because again, I'm really just like this one and like the next. It might just be this one and the next one are Sergio's kind of brainchilds that I've picked up and ran with, but the
Yeah.
one after that is all me, baby, and it's gonna be
Nice.
it's we're talking a
Ooh.
whole new game. Like I am going to take this creative case stuff to the next level, and I'm gonna blow some minds.
Nice.
And so that's kind of my last question for you, which is, as a chief of collector experience, what's your overall goal now that you're in that position for shaping the experience of collectors for the Fanable platform?
My overall goal is to, again, just like grow the community. I want to connect with people in this community, and I want to find out what I mean, you can't please everybody,
Of course.
but you can try and spread the wealth and spread the joy by hitting like really the key points. And so for me, that's knowing the community, that's getting to know what you want to see, kind of getting to know those price points, not overwhelming your wallet, but also not underwhelming your excitement, keeping a nice balance. I want to bring books, I want to bring items, collectibles to this community that they want to see in their digital digital, like, I guess, portfolio or digital like collection. I want people to be proud to open up their Fanable and be like, hell yeah. You know
Yo.
what I'm saying? Yo, look at this. Like, people are posting in our Discord constantly when they open up cases, they do screen recordings, and it's so cool to see them pull their grails. We had a guy who he messaged us because he had, so by the way, I didn't say this, but every drop, we give at least one case away through comics and crypto, and through Amility's like space on Twitter. We give at least one. Generally, it's two every single time. So I had a guy, we sent him, hey, you won, and he was like, oh man, that's great. I just like, something happened to like a lot of his money. I can't really say like everything that happened to his money, but he's like, I kind of like lost all my collectibles, and so like this is like a blessing. And so the fact that he got to open this case and he got a collectible and it's in his digital wallet, and now he has something, he was super pumped about it. And I want people to have moments like that where they're just overjoyed to open these cases.
You're going to have that. And that's the one thing that I do love about this space, because even if it's not a physical thing, if someone even pulls like a digital legendary, you'll see it on the timeline. You're going to see someone do screen records. It was back in the old days, like even like cryptos where they're unboxing. I love to see that, right? That that feel, like you get goosebumps whenever you're like, damn, I got that thing.
Like
Let's go.
and thrilling. Yeah, like
Yeah.
you don't know
They
what
bought
you're
it
gonna
back
get.
from me. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another, I mean, that's the other thing is like, if you don't happen to like it, which I'm, if that does happen, my goal is for you not, to love what you pull. But if you don't, then there's the buyback guarantee within 7 days. You have 7 days to make a choice. So it's not like you have to do it within 7 minutes, not the 12, 24 hours. You got a whole week to decide you want to keep this or not, and then you can sell it back, or, you can keep it and put it on the marketplace. But like I said, this is not just a collectible experience. This is also an investment. It's a business opportunity. I mean, this is one of those things where it's like, I'm not going to call it like multi-level marketing, but if you want to think about it like multi-level marketing, those people that get in when the company first starts and just start like selling things, like you get some cases now at $100, $125 later on down the road. Those things are selling for $250, $500, $599. Like people have bought cases on there for thousands of dollars because the grails have not been pulled.
Okay, wait, hold on real quick. Hold on.
And that's the thrill of it too, right? Like you don't know what you're gonna get when you pull it, and some people may call it FOMO, so it's like you gotta press your luck until you get that grail. I mean, but yeah, nothing said here is financial advice, but I think that buyback incentive gives customers or users they'll be more like a little bit more willing to participate in it because they have
a sense of security right there that you'll get your money back if you land that, right? So
exactly. And you, I mean, and if you get lucky enough, like again, my I have a strict formula. I have a strict formula that I have to adhere to when I buy these comics. Man, like I am putting some books in there. Like I am, man, some of these books, like I'm telling you, that Peach Momoko was not easy to get. That Stan Leestein book was not easy to get. The other day, so last drop was Mutant Mayhem. I didn't feel like there was enough, I didn't feel like there was enough like, heat heat in that drop. So you know what I did? The last book that I uploaded into the actual drop itself was the first appearance of Gambit.
Mm,
And I was like, let me just spice this up a little bit. So there was like 6-7 chases in the last box and 2 grails.
that
Like,
Gambit was the cherry on top.
it was. And I was like, you know what? Like, do it. Like, who cares? Do it. And then I did ask for forgiveness after I did it, because I was like, oh no.
Oh, so you just went and did it.
Well, yeah. I want to have a good time.
Right? And look how it turned out. They're probably like, yeah, you shouldn't have done that, but yeah, good job on doing
Hey,
that.
we sold out.
Yeah, I mean, no. At the end of the day, my boss Alex, he's the co-founder of Fanable. He is a great guy. He totally understands when I bring stuff to him, and I'm like, hey, like, I need to sweeten this up a little bit. Can I? What do you think? If I need more money for purchases, they find it. Like things like that. Because again, I want these grails. I want these chases. I want them to be things that people want. I want them to I want it to be something that excites them, not just, I could go and buy my own stuff all day long, but I have to open my mind up and he's on my notes, Michael Turner right there. He's on my notes. So like, again, like that's stuff that I think, and again, I could talk about this forever. I know you guys probably got to go or got to do something else, but
No, it's fine.
Again, it's like, you were talking about Courtyard earlier. Again, they're only doing DC and Marvel in their comics, and then in their cards. In the cards, it's not stuff that they're like, you're not selling your stuff, really. You're buying their drops, you're buying stuff at their prices, but like, we have a marketplace that you can, I mean, I don't know if Courtyard might have a marketplace, but we have a marketplace that is community driven. It's community like progressed, and it's community driven. So like, if you see something on there that you want, but you don't like, you can make an offer. You don't have to just buy it now. You can make an offer. You can message them and talk to them and see what they'll accept. You can work out trades. You can do all that stuff. Like, we have a community for a reason, so that people can go in there and make the goals their goals. So like, again, you can go and you can buy a case. Like, if somebody wants to put in an offer for a case, you can go buy a card, you can go buy a VHS, you can buy this. And again, you're getting that physical copy, but it's just staying in that vault until you're ready to redeem it. Some places you buy something, eBay, you buy it, it gets shipped to you, you got to pay for shipping, fees, all that stuff. Fanable, you buy it, it stays in the vault, the digital moves to you.
No, that's really cool. And another aspect, I was like, you can see your excitement too, is because you're the one that's going out there and looking for these things, for these books to, provide the users. So it's, in a way, it's like when you're at a comic shop looking through, the boxes, and you're looking for a specific one. You're like, oh, score. Yeah. So that's like, in a way, like how you were just describing that. I'm like, dude, you must be so excited when you find like.
But you can't keep it. You know what I mean? Like, you're the buyer, but you can't keep it.
Have you found your holy grail? If so, what was it? Or if not, what is it yet?
So I have found my grail. I own, so the grail that I want is, there is a book that's on eBay right now, and it's a I want to say it's Batman 89, like it's either an Echoes or it's like a special variant cover, but it's signed by Michelle Pfeiffer and Michael Keaton.
Ooh.
So like, that's that's kind of my grail. But the other things that I do have, like I have, I guess, a couple of grails, but the grail that I do have that I own is, I have so I like to collect movie adaptation comics. So
nice.
I have.
What do you have? Because I have them too.
I have a ton of. I have. It's funny because I just showed a bunch of them off on a show the other day. But Meteor Man #1.
Oh my goodness! I have the same book.
I have the whole. I have that one and the whole Marvel run, and then I even have the first issue, which is still sealed in its original like promo packaging with the newspaper and the pins.
Meteor Man, wow.
I have Starship Troopers #1 from the movie adaptation, and it's signed by almost the entire cast.
That's so cool.
And so let's see what else. Yeah, I have a Punisher, a sketch cover Punisher. The sketch is it's sketched and signed by John Bernthal, it's a sketch of himself. He's actually a really good artist. So that's another. Yeah, he's an amazing artist. I'll have to.
Have you met him? You probably.
I have not met him yet. I really want to. He is I don't know. I'm just
He's the Punisher.
He's the Punisher. He is the Punisher.
He's
Yeah.
the Punisher.
Yeah. So he would be. I don't know if I would fangirl for a lot of
I
celebrities,
would.
but I would absolutely fangirl for John Bernthal.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
that is cool.
When we went to Vegas, just this past November, so Bram Stoker's Dracula. I love that movie. Gary Oldman, Winona Ryder. So I bought the entire run that was in the poly bags, right? And good old mom threw all of that away. And so I went to Vegas, and originally I went to this one booth because I like going in the back booths because you can find all these little nooks and crannies. And I saw a bunch of Playmate Star Trek. In fact, here they are. Like all this Star Trek stuff, right? Because I'm a big Deep Space Nine fan. Yeah.
Nerd.
So they had that. They had the freaking the Playmate Enterprise D. And I was gonna take it home, but my wife said, "Where are you gonna put it?" And I said, Hawaii, right? And I'm like, "You're right," but I was ready to take it home, and so I put it down and I went underneath, and I found a bunch of shoe boxes, and it was comic books, and I went there, and they had the entire run of Bram Stoker's Dracula all in a poly bag, and I bought it all. Like even the doubles, I took it all. I have it all here. And I'm so stoked because I was so pissed that my mom threw all that away. When I moved to California, I came back home. She threw that away. I had like a model of Airwolf. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. Like the old scale Airwolf. She threw all that away too. So yeah. So I'm a big fan of movie adaptations. I've got the Ghostbusters, Jurassic Park from Topps.
Yep.
So,
yep. I got those. No, I got the Bram Stoker's. Mostly I just do like the number ones or twos, like kind of like the first couple in the series. The only one that the only series that I have a disgusting amount of is Aliens and Aliens versus Predator and Predator. Like I have a disgusting because I'm just a whore for anything that is the Ridley Scott universes and Predator and such. So I have all those, and then I would say that some of the ones like Pirates of Dark Water.
Pirates of Dark Water. I remember the cartoon.
Yeah, Biker Mice from Mars, the original because Silverhawks. Oni Press is like they're coming. So I don't know if you're a Biker Mice from Mars. I want to say it's Oni Press, or is it IDW? Shit,
I don't know.
I think it's Oni Press. The Naystelverse. This is terrible. I should know this. But anyways, they're coming back. They're doing Street Sharks. It's coming back with a new series.
Nice.
Where are those damn Street Sharks? I finally picked up some of them, the figures. But yeah, so like, yeah, and then I have a Chris Evans cover. The Captain America the number one. It's like Chris Evans from the first Avengers that he's on the cover. My goal is to get him to sign a book for me because he is definitely someone I'd fangirl over for sure.
I think a lot of us.
Yeah.
Aaron, we could fangirl all day.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say,
we're gonna probably have to transition to Metabeast segment soon, but so we have a collectors group that I'd like to introduce to you called the VeVeVerse Collective, and the host of that group, or the president, he's a huge fan of Alien and Predator. You would get along with him. Nice. His name's Osman. I'm gonna throw you a note to him because he has a show called Get to the Comics where he reads comic books with people online, and then they talk about it after that. So it's kind of like the book club you're talking about. So I think you would get along with him really well. So I'll send you his contact information. You guys can talk after.
Sounds great. I'd love to meet another Aliens versus Predator and Alien head.
And film.
In fact, he bought Alien versus Predator, the film adaptation, and I think it was an 8.6 at Decon, and he's like what you said, right? When you walk back and forth, right? It was something he's always wanted. He saw it throughout the whole weekend, and he said, "Fuck it, I'm buying it on the last day." And he took it home, and he's from the UK, right?
Yes.
So
that's
went
awesome.
back to the UK with him. So
it's better than shipping it from the US to UK. So smart. He walked it on the plane.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel you with the spaceships and the Airwolf and things like that because I collect Batmobiles, like Hot Wheels Batmobiles. So like I don't know, I'll see if I can show you, but like this is my back corner right here. Like all of this is like Batmobiles.
Yeah.
And then this is all.
So I got the Hot Wheels pack. These got which Batmobile do you have? You have Batman Forever. I've got Keaton's Batmobile, and it's the die-cast model. It's in like a little box and everything like that. big Batman fan right here, so I'm
Yeah.
super stoked. And then also, if you don't see a Batmobile, there's a DeLorean
stay
nearby me
strapped.
all the time, right? So
Stay strapped.
Whoa. Yeah, you guys need more, says the comic guy. More.
I need those micro machines, comic guy. But anyways, so we're gonna be transitioning to a metaverse type of segment. You're welcome to hang with us if you want. If not, I understand if you got to leave. But I
Yeah.
want to kind of give you the floor one last time, kind of give everyone your final message, and yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I would say like I just thank you so much for hosting this show, for expanding the community, for supporting the community, for being a facet of information getting to and from the community. My DMs are always open. You know, if you guys ever wanted to chat or talk about stuff, or you see something that seems interesting, or you want, you know, whatever, you know, I'm open to it. And again, I just want to say thank you to everybody who was in the chat, who was asking questions, because again, it's so imperative that we have this two-way conversation with the community. And if I can be that like connective tissue between Fanable and the community, I will gladly be. If I can be that connective tissue between other people like you, like creatives who are in the community, I would gladly be that, because I just want the conversation to continue, to improve, and to just be fun. Like, you know, I want this to be exciting. I want it to be fun. I want it to be worth your time, you know, because without you guys, I mean, to be honest, I can't do my job. I won't have a job without you guys, you know, so my job is literally to make your experience amazing. And so I hope I can do that. And, you know, just, yeah, I'm excited for the future, and I hope you guys are too. So thank you so much for having me. I am going to step off because it's almost midnight and my wife is going to be super pissed.
Yeah.
Please, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Plus, I like to get up in the morning and about 6:30 and go to the gym anyway.
One more thing before you go. Lastly, I know you do a show with Kawabunga. Kind of explain to the audience what this is about, because I don't think all of our audience actually tune into your guys' live streams.
Yeah, so I do a couple, because I do, you know, one with Ability where you know, we go over the drop and we talk about, you know, what people are excited about. And I do that, I want to say that's like twice a week. Let's say that's Wednesday and Friday. It might be one of those. I have to double check. Again, I'm still new. But Thursdays at, I want to say 1:45 or 13:45 Eastern Standard Time is when we do the you know, Chris Chan show, Cowabunga Chan. I do his show. We do the Fanable, the Drop Lounge, and we basically kind of live stream, the entire drop. So we talk about, we go over the books that are in it. We do a countdown. The you know, the countdown will hit 0. It'll go live, and we just kind of like answer questions. We watch it as, you know, as the numbers dwindle, because, you know, the most we've ever had is 100 cases. And so, you know, we like to kind of like watch them go down, and then, you know, tell people like, hey, like if they're running into issues, whatever, if they're having, like, we try and, again, just trying to get people prepared for the drop. Because like one thing that I love that Chris does is he tells people, make sure you update your app if you're buying through the app. Make sure you know, refresh your web page if you're buying through the web page. Make sure you check your you know, you had an issue, Hanano, with your payment processing. You know, you got to make sure that your payments are in there correctly, up to date and checked and good, because the last thing you want to do is get to that mystery case, click checkout, and all of a sudden there's an issue and it bounces back into the pool, and then somebody snaps it up.
Man.
Yeah. I just think it happens to people because we watch the countdown. It'll get down and start dwindling, and all of a sudden you'll see like 1 or 2 like bouncing like back in
you
there.
guys made me think, did I pay my credit card?
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at it.
That's good to know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
tune in
okay.
for that show.
Yeah.
I'll tune in for that
But
show.
yeah, it's a great time because again, just like you guys, everybody's so informed, everybody's so positive, everybody just loves the conversation, loves talking about it, and I want to scream it from the mountaintops that this is such an amazing community. And that I'm just glad to be here and to be a part of it and to help support the excitement that is already here. I just want to make it better. I want to be, my personal philosophy is I want to be value added to any organization or any community that I'm a part of. If I'm not doing that, then I'm not doing the right thing. So positive value added.
Let's go.
Let's
We
go.
really appreciate
Thank
you
Aaron.
coming on. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Metabeast.
I was singing Short Box Hero.
Oh,
That's where I got the name, because I love that song.
That's the very first thing that came to my mind.
Hey, Aaron, thank you so much
This
for
has been
coming
great.
on. We have an open door policy here. If you ever want to come on, if you ever want to announce anything, or if you just want to come on and just join the conversation, we also do movie reviews. So we're always asking the community to come just to interact with the community and just kind of think of us as kind of like a hub for connecting to all these different communities because we really like to branch out and connect to everywhere, not just one. So you're
Yeah.
always welcome to come on. Open door policy. And thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Absolutely. I'll definitely follow along. I'll subscribe with my personal account so I can jump in. You might recognize it'll be under the name Better Action. So
Nice.
again, just here to be a positive, value added to the community. And I appreciate your time. I appreciate the community's time.
Of course.
And thank you if you've purchased from Fanable a drop, if you've been on the marketplace, thank you for supporting it. If not, I invite you to just check it out even this week with our drop coming up. It's going to be so exciting. Just stay tuned tomorrow early, like not too early in the morning. But yeah, we're going to be dropping all the fire. You're going to see what's in this drop, and I'm so pumped for people to get excited about it. So have a great night. Thank you so much again for having me on. So
Yeah,
course,
thank
man.
you, Aaron. Appreciate
right.
it.
You have a great
Yeah,
night.
Get some
Thank you.
sleep.
Yeah,
Thank
talk to
you.
you soon.
Meeting you.
Bye.
Nice meeting you,
Aloha.
Meta.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right.
That
Guys,
was
that was
cool.
pretty awesome. I got some education here, and
Yeah.
it's bad because I have been wanting to like not really know too much because I think once I get into something like this, because $125 is super easy, it's a drop in the bucket, right? But when you start buying multiple cases, that's when it gets a little bit excessive. So
If it was
watch
on,
myself.
there was a strong chance I probably wouldn't end up buying it like I did with when we had McFarlane toys on and ended up with a
Yeah.
dragon.
Yeah, I know exactly. If the
Yeah.
thing was live right now, I probably would have hit. Yeah, sure, why not buy
Yeah,
now? We'll
buy
test
now.
my credit card, see if it works.
But yeah, we gotta
Uh,
make a purchase on the live stream, right, to show the people that it actually works.
Very true, very true. But let's
No, that was
transition
good.
to virtual destinations. Metabeast, are you ready?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Ready, set, go. Virtual destinations, come ride the wave. Metabeast is blazing through the Web3 craze. Infinite realms where the future's alive. Dive into the meta where adventure thrives.
All right, your show,
All
my
right.
friend.
Right,
Well,
Metabeast.
it's coming up. So I got a couple new invites. So I've got yours, Hanano, and I've also got is it Casual who's been doing a lot of the building in there?
Oh yeah, Casual's been
Oh,
doing
Casual.
a lot too.
Is it Avid X or something? Yeah.
Yeah. that's
He's invited me to all of his. Then I got my couple and a couple of the races they did.
Oh, cool.
I still have invites to those. But Rustan, your guest on Aloha Friday, a while back, sent me his. And then I don't know if this was it Lexi?
Lexi?
But
Yeah.
whoever it is, they went by Country something. Let me find
Lexi
it.
Evans?
Yeah, Lexi Evans.
Yeah, but that's not who sent it then.
Oh.
Oh.
Where did it go?
Okay.
It is Country Thing, whoever that is.
Country thing.
Country
Okay.
thing.
Send me
Is
Blackpink.
Oh, I don't know
Hi.
who that is.
I appreciate that. You can go ahead and share my screen if you'd like.
Absolutely. And guys,
Oh,
we are
yeah.
visiting the VeVeVerse today.
Yeah, that is
Wait.
Lexi.
Which is just came out a few months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it came out in
And-
January. Like
Okay,
either
the
January or
beginning of the year.
February.
So
The end of February.
to
It's pretty
display
fresh.
VV collectibles. Not all are available yet. Like I think the animation ones in particular, but most everything else I do believe is.
And a lot of the comic books too.
Yep, and stamps and whatnot. So
Oh yeah, you got a lot of invites there, my friend. Perfect.
I do. So I'm just trying to decide where to go first. Well, we'll go ahead and
Where it's not so resource intensive, I think.
we'll go to one of mine, not the one I showed you guys before.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh,
That-
we get a new space.
That one I haven't even touched since. But,
Yeah, I sent you True Tower, which is something I recently built.
Yep.
I think you'll like the underneath of it.
And I saw the
Ooh.
Stargate one, and we'll take a look at.
Also, they all have Stargates. That's my representation of how you portal in.
I bought one.
They're not to scale. I'm just going to be honest, Vivi. They're not to scale.
So I have no idea what I'm doing here at the moment, but
Such is life.
I've just been trying to get some of the things displayed in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like collectibles? How many collectibles you got?
Far too many for as short as I've been doing it.
A
I think I hit
lot.
level 12.
Woo,
Nice.
you're getting up there, man.
Yeah.
And that would be since January, probably. Well, I've had an account.
sweet.
I just never
Too
really
active.
dove
in it.
into it until
Yeah.
they came out with this.
Yeah.
All right, so
I feel like a lot of people too that didn't really partake in the marketplace or the drops until the VeVeVerse dropped, and then now they're going in and buying stuff for the VeVeVerse.
That's pretty much me. Another thing
Yeah.
with your grass, you can actually shrink it down to make it look more like grass. It's kind of stretched.
really,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. You can do it in materials.
I like that arch.
Yeah, I like the
I
art.
like that material.
It's giving me Decentraland vibes.
Okay, we got the
Slowly.
Black Panther.
Oh, if you hit F6, you can see if you loaded everything up.
Okay, now whose space is this again?
This
Where
is
does
Metabeast's space.
Oh, okay, your space. Okay.
Yeah, if you hit
Where
F6,
did you do
a display should show up.
Not for me.
Oh, that's
Oh.
strange.
I suppose it's up here somewhere.
No, if you hit F6 on your thing, it should display.
It didn't.
Oh,
Maybe you
I don't
gotta
know
do
then.
FN F6.
That's what I
The
did.
function button.
No,
Oh.
you just hit F6 without the FN.
Oh.
All right. Okay, it did.
Oh, there you go.
So does it say everything's loaded at the very bottom?
Processing. Total.
Oh, Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, there you go. That's his collectibles. They're loading up. If depending how many collectibles you have in your world, it uses up all your space. But the comic book is basically nothing. It doesn't take up much space.
Yeah.
It says load in progress 8. I don't know what that means.
Okay, so there's 8 more. Yeah. It's gotta load up.
So if you hit escape and F6 again, then you'll be able to refresh.
Escape. Oh, I haven't seen the Mr. Fantastic collectible in a space.
Ooh, I hear the boy.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool,
Oh,
Metabeast. You got a scene
studio.
going on over there.
Yeah, a little bit playing around.
Oh, he's got Doc Ock.
Yep.
Yeah, you've
Yeah.
been busy, man. He's got Black Panther.
Who else up there?
Yeah, if I start getting certain characters, I'm gonna try to get as many of them as I can. And I don't want the whatever those little tiny those.
The Mighties?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I thought about it and then I said no. I want to grab these guys. I may have a few more since then to add. Come on.
Well, it's good that you place them a little bit further apart from each other. So the closer you put them together, the more it like bogs it down. Oh,
So you got Marvel over here and Star Wars.
nice.
And then
So
a little bit of
what did you
DC.
use? Oh, okay. What is that? Stars on the bridge?
Those are they Little Mermaid seashell things? I just dropped them. I never placed them properly. But
is that the diorama? Part of the diorama?
it's just seashells or
Okay.
sea things.
Yeah.
What do you
That looks
call
nice.
them? Okay, now I wish they would have more, because okay, so I got Green Lantern in here evidently, and he is
Yeah.
animated. Yep, there he goes.
Oh, there he goes.
So, this is actually the cube, the Borg cube,
Mm-hmm.
or it's supposed to be behind
Oh, I
over
see.
here,
Behind the
behind
arch,
the
yeah.
arch, and then I got this Enterprise hiding in there. I don't know what that is. What is that? That doesn't look like. Oh no, it's the Tesseract that's supposed to be back there.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Is
the
that
Tesseract.
what are those lines? Is that
I don't
like
know.
a clear case?
Look, I put a frame around it, but it shouldn't look like that.
Hmm.
And then when I came across these guys, I had to get them, especially when I saw
Oh yeah.
the
The
Quist
cereals.
guy.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my favorites.
Oh, and you got all of them.
I
Or
still need
is that
the
1, 2, 3, 4,
rabbit
5, 6? Oh yeah.
and the frog. Oh nope, I have the frog.
You have the
One
frog.
other. Maybe.
Oh, he actually has that whole entire thing. The serial killers.
Almost.
Almost.
Nice.
I think he's missing 1 or 2.
The rabbit, which I think I could have got. Yeah, I don't know what's happened. Okay.
And so then you change the material of. Oh, that's actually a
guess.
pretty interesting material.
Yeah, he did. Look at that.
Huh.
Looks like he's got glass on the other side too, or like transparent material
Yeah.
on the other wall.
I'm going through the wall. Oh, and
Yeah,
there's
because this is
wood.
supposed to be the Tesseract. Ah,
Wait, it's not there?
Maybe you made the Tesseract transparent.
no, it seems like I don't know. Let me see.
Maybe it's
Where
in the
is
floor?
it? Oh yeah, underneath this platform.
That helps until you realize you have way too many things in your space.
And you didn't edit
Is
the
that
name
a big
of it.
one? Is that one of the big ones?
The Tesseract? I don't know. I'm not sure
Yep.
how big it is. Oh, where is it? Oh, it looks like it's not
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. It's invisible.
It disappeared. It's
Oh, I
got a-
wonder if it got taken out of the VeVeVerse.
Real? Oh.
I don't have that collectible myself, so I'm not sure.
I wonder what happened to it. Because you can't turn the eyeball
There it
on,
is.
can you? Oh, okay.
Whoa!
Oh, you had it locked, maybe?
I must have had it turned off so I could build around it. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Oh, makes sense.
But whoa.
Oh, that's pretty cool, like that. Oh, it's like a galaxy.
I actually have
Whoa.
two of them. Kind of like them. I just
Metabeast
tried to
is
get
a
side by side?
VeVeVerse whale.
to do with them. All right, get out. All right, we'll move on to the next one, I guess.
So what is that supposed to be? Like when you
I was
put
just
that
gonna
inside
build
box?
like a little, I don't know, build
It's
a
a quantum
little,
leap accelerator.
a whole little world inside the Tesseract, so to speak. I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah.
I just haven't gotten that far.
Yeah.
And I have a tendency, and then of course Enterprise is hiding in there.
Yeah, I see
That's
that.
cool.
I have this tendency to build big,
And
I
then
guess.
walk away.
Build well that too, but I build too big.
So you just put a little little man, a humanoid, and that's your scale.
Yeah.
I'm the
but-
same way. I sent you the Land of Giants.
All right.
Oh,
one
yeah,
of
that
my
could be
builds was
nice.
the Land of Giants because I did not scale nothing.
Yeah, even Miss Punchline,
early
she's got a
on?
big back girl.
Yeah, I remember that too. Let's see. DB Green
What is
Condo.
this?
Cool.
Who
Wow,
is
he's
that?
got plenty of invites from not having an
Yeah.
invite to now
Yeah,
you
but-
got.
Okay, here's the thing.
Okay.
I do have them, but it's from just a few select people.
Oh, I see.
You're playing spaces.
like the extra variety. It's not anything.
Yeah, you want to travel, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I want to see what other people can do with stuff as well. Now, what is it? This is True Tower. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that one's mine.
Yup.
I've never transported to another space using that feature.
It's pretty much close and then activate the new one, right?
Hmm.
Jump.
Loading.
Stand by,
Is there a lot
everybody.
of stuff? Is there a lot of stuff in there? You don't know?
Yeah, there is a lot of stuff in this, so we'll have to let it load.
It hasn't even
So
started.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how many stuff is in there, but I've got a ton of it
Here we go.
for,
Oh,
for
there's
sure.
the skybox.
Yeah.
Yay, beautiful sky. That's nice. Where is it?
Nope.
Oh, there it is. I see the little balloons.
you let me know if you want me to run a commercial.
Well,
Loading.
It might take a
loading.
while. Because there's a ton of shapes in here. So this one, I used the what is that? The prefab of the vault, the OG vault, and I
Oh,
built
okay.
on top of the vault a tower, and then I
Mhm.
spread over the vault. I put some like water features, and then I built underneath the vault, and the underneath portion is pretty cool. But that's probably why it's taking forever to load.
Oh, I see.
that's the first thing I thought. I was like, well, I'm not going to that one. That's just the VV little mini vault.
Oh no, it's an
But-
entire world.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
True Tower, and then I'm like, no, okay, that's
Yeah.
got to be
Just
more to
take-
it than that.
How
That
much
was-
is loaded so far?
I put all my marbles into one little vault. Was playing around with that one day.
Oh, yeah.
Was it
I
easy to
see
move
that
around, or did you kind of like get stuck?
I had some issues now here and there. So loads
Is
in
that 10?
progress are 0.
What?
Total active objects are 38.
Okay,
It only
so
says 0.2 gigabytes. So
Oh, maybe you got to refresh this one.
I don't know.
We don't want the system to
possible.
crash.
Well, you
What
let
did
me
you
know.
do, Hinono?
You let me know if I gotta pull it up. I can pull it up. I think my computer can handle it and do the stream.
You
I
want
pulled it up once.
I can't believe mine isn't. But
Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't come up already.
Hmm.
Well, how much is loading now?
I was just seeing
so
if I could
Well, it has
lower
its-
lower things. It'd be nice if you could put it, change this.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
if you
hasn't
go-
changed.
If you go to
I'm gonna go to another one. Why don't you start pulling it up? So
Okay.
and then we can take it.
okay, hold on. Time out. Let me
But
close
I
the
will take
windows.
us. We'll go to Lexi's Blackpink.
Lexi.
Okay, got you.
Nice.
Let me just
Yeah, guys, thanks for being patient. We are exploring. This is what
Loading the
exploring is
internet
about. We're dialing up on that modem. All right, we've got a mystery behind this black screen coming.
how much RAM do you have, Metabeast?
I have 40.
Yeah, you should have had no issues pulling my space up then. What happened?
I don't know.
Make sure you're not showing anything personal
Yeah.
when you choose to do those things.
Yeah, here we go. It's loading up. I'm watching it.
It's.
All right, yeah, I pretty much got the vault loaded.
I don't know how do you pull up your stats? You got it almost loaded.
Yeah, it's pretty much almost loaded here. Let me pull it up.
All right.
Yeah, Lexi said this also might take a sec.
I got a sky here. That seemed to go quick.
Let's see.
Oh, there's a vault.
Yeah, let me
Oh, is that Hinano's screen? I see.
I mean, unless it's
it's still loading.
I mean, I got 100 gigabytes of free space. I think
I got 3 things left to load, and I'm ready to go. You tell me
Yeah,
when.
this one's saying 0 for me too.
One more thing to load. Okay, I'm ready, Metabeast.
All right. Well, we'll let this one
What's that
load
for
and
you?
take a look at yours. Take a look at that one.
All right.
True.
So I kind of showed this once on Enter the Verse, but for the new guys here on Virtual Destinations, this is the VV Vault right here. This is it's a prefab. So you spawn right in here. And so the vault right here is supposed to be my gate room, right? So this is my gate room. Unfortunately, they have not fixed the pink gate yet. I don't know why. Come on, Vivi. And then right up here is a water feature that takes you up above. More on that later. So I got to work on this, but one day this is how you warp into my world right here. And so let me walk, because I think it's probably better that I walk if I can. There we go. I'm in the freaking floor. Hold on. I hate it when that crap happens. All right.
All right.
Interactive. All right.
Whoa, that was like a face.
Yeah. So can you guys see this? Can you see this, Metabeast?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Oh, shoot. Why are you doing that? Hold on.
Oh, you're stuck on the wall.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to position myself. Okay. All right, guys. Zoom in. Let's walk out. So right here, you walk up through there, and then that right there is a trap door. And so that closes. This right here is where I park my X-Wing. There's my little dude that kind of gave me, my baseline on how to make things big. That's what the tower looks like from here. That's kind of like all what that looks like right there. And let's walk. Let's go in here. Let's go this way. So, yeah, if I want to go down there, I can, but I don't want to go down there. There's my stormtroopers. And so here's the water feature. So this is True Tower right here. This is where we are going to be doing our podcasting for True Media.
Nice.
And then these are little tiny bridges. So this is the top of the vault for people that understand, this specific collectible. That's the top of the vault. So yeah, that's the outside, but we're going to go up here first. We're going to run up. So if we go up here, this is, and I haven't put any furniture or cubicles yet. My daughter's supposed to help me with that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you overlook right out there. That's it. All right, so let's go back down. All right, so we go back down. This is supposed to be a cafeteria. I haven't done anything with this yet, but I'll have some tables and chairs. This is where we're gonna eat food.
I like that.
Right there's the tower right there. All right, and then now here's where it gets cool. So if you go down here, you actually go underneath, and there's an entire bat cave under here. So
sweet.
Yeah.
Bat cave, you say?
I'm gonna take it around here. So we're actually underneath the tower now.
Huh.
And we're underwater, and this is supposed to be like my little science area right here, right? So, and right here, if you guys know what this is the stormtrooper helmets.
Mm-hmm.
So if I go through this door right here, boom, here we are. We're inside the helmet itself. See?
What are you gonna use that as? Just
So
for the space?
this right here is going to be kind of like where I'm going to have like a mad scientist kind of lab. I have the venomized capsules.
Mhm.
Oh crap!
Oh,
Look,
yeah.
Metabeast isn't even here. He's not even up here with us. But yeah. Anyway, so
I
I'm
had
gonna.
to stop my camera for a minute. So are
okay.
you saying you that's the Beauty and the Feast cafeteria?
No, so that was up above Beauty and the Feast. So, but now we're in the Stormtrooper's helmet, right?
Yep. Yeah, I know, but
So-
I wasn't able to say it, so I had to say it now. The Beauty and the
Okay,
Feast
You're in
cafeteria.
peace. I like that.
Yeah, Beauty and the Feast cafeteria. More to come with that. But yeah, so this is my little lab that one day I'll do something in it, and you just walk through there, and boom. So I plan on having cars in here. So I'm going to put platforms here, and then the cars I'm going to put on the platforms. They're going to be kind of on the side of the water right here.
Oh,
Now, if
cool.
you guys run right here, if you notice, you look at this, it kind of looks like a garage, right? But if you look very closely, this is actually furniture. This is a table.
Oh, the coffee table?
It's the coffee table right here.
Mhm.
And I blew it up. So the idea is this is supposed to be kind of like you're underwater. and then these windows are supposed to depict like underwater realms. But if we go out here, there's more.
I
That
like the
opens
lines on
up,
the wall.
and that opens up to the outside now. So there's my other guy right here. We kind of take a look at what that looks like on the outside. So, and then right here, we'll run.
Oh, shiny.
We'll go outside, and I'm going to start flying for this one. But yeah, that's basically what's going on here. We'll fly. Oh no, that's walking. Stupid. All right. And here we go. So that's kind of like my landing pad.
Mm-hmm.
This is my island out in the clouds right here. So
That's cool how you made it like a floating island, like rock island.
yeah. And so I got water features right here.
That's
And then
cool.
you kind of go right through. And then right here, Beauty and the Feast. So, and I have it in the rock face, right? So I actually shoved it in here, put a tree on the top.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's genius.
So this build, I think it took me, I don't know, a couple weeks to do, but on and off.
Yeah.
So that's underneath right there. I'm not sure what else to do with this, but yeah. Oh, and then right here, True Tower. So I have this dead space. I'm not sure what to do with it right here. But if you go inside here, it's a hidden room. Right?
Ooh.
So come on. Yeah. So this is a hidden room inside. I'm just not sure what to do in here. So
Put
there's that.
Deadpool.
And then up here I got Batman kind of hanging out in my
Oh, I see.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
Batman right there. So he's chilling, right? He's making sure like we're all safe and stuff like that. And so yeah, this is
It's
True
Night
Tower.
Watch.
Yeah. That's it right there.
I love the trees. The blue trees.
And this has been Metabeast's Virtual Destinations.
That's cool.
My GPU's being pushed to the
It's-
back.
That's strange because like, you know, I've got less RAM. I'm running 32 gigs. So
Yeah, but I guess it has to do with the GPU or the computer.
you're running multiple things in the background?
Well,
Mhm.
no, I even shut some things down, but
Because like I'm literally
not
running the
just
stream.
RAM, but your graphics card is what I think I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, but I'm like literally running the stream while I'm running this
Decent
too. And so I'm watching my power rate right here, and I'm using a lot of processing power just to do this. But I'm surprised how smooth it is. Because I should be
Yeah.
like, you should see me doing in the frames.
Mhm.
But
Well,
anyways, that's my VeVeVerse.
I have a space complexity warning.
Uh-oh.
Warning: this space has become somewhat complex. 2
Oh,
gigabyte detail will be reduced to try and keep your experience something. So at least they automatically do that.
you know, you can actually bring it down lower. Do you want to lower it even more to move around
you
better?
can. That's what I was wondering where you can.
Yeah, I'll show you where.
Couple
You want to know
more.
where?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna remove you real quick so you can see where to find it on mine.
Okay.
All right, so you can see my space.
Yep.
Okay, so right here by the 3 dots, go to settings, and then right here where it says preference, you want to change your graphics performance to fast, or performance mode, which is reduced quality,
Gotcha.
and you should be good to go. And D, you might want to grab him because he did get hurt by the cat.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
1 second, guys, while everything's loading.
No worries. Yeah, no worries. That's where I went the last time. Good old cat gave him a little snag, but you're good to go. All right, we're on you now. Let me turn
All
this
right.
VeVeVerse off. All right.
This is black pink. Oh wow.
Oh, is this Lexi Evans?
Yes.
Oh, this is cool. I've always wanted to see this. And it's not on another verse I'm watching this. This is even better. Look at that.
Let me.
Wow. This reminds me of Waterworld. You know, with the atolls?
Yep. Come on. right.
Yeah, I like the sun reflection on there. It looks cool.
Let's dive in.
That's
closer.
a lot of rocks of the same rocks. Hey, Lexi Evans, how long did it take you to make this? It's like a village down there, eh?
Yep, I'm trying to get in there close.
See, I want to change my. I want to change my skybox.
Google's like using most everything up. I hate that
Really?
shit. Yeah. Well, that's what my task manager says anyway.
Interesting.
More so than VV itself.
It's interesting because, like, I'm assuming you're running a Windows 11 PC.
Yeah.
And you can't disable efficiency mode on Chrome anymore.
Wonderful.
Yeah, before you could like write it into the script, but now you can't. But this is an amazing build. We're getting there. We're getting there, guys.
I hate this. I gotta try the other computer next time.
So
see if that makes a difference.
Said it was about 1 month and a half, but on and off. Did I get a invite into this space? Let me see.
If not, you probably will.
Yeah, I mean, like if you want, I can run it.
Because it looks like there's stuff that still hasn't loaded.
Oh, I see it now. You're right.
And it would be a disservice to not see it. Okay,
so Lexi Evans says 1 moment. Yeah, if you can find me, I believe I don't even know my VeVeVerse name. Just type in my name, Hinano. I'm sure it'll pop up.
Yeah, I can tell you what it is.
Okay, I'm back. So what happened? Sorry.
So we're gonna probably. I'm gonna go in. Let me load my VeVeVerse back up.
What is it?
Turn that off.
We're going into Metabeast's space, but on your computer?
We're going to go to Lexi Evans' space, but on my computer.
Okay.
If I get an invite.
Okay. Oh, she's where. That's what, 1 moment. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't tell me who's made it on this screen.
What's the name?
Yeah, what's the name of the place?
Well, there's a pirate ship that looked kind of interesting.
Oh.
But I don't know if that's Rustan.
I got a bunch of new ones here. Let me see. There's a new one.
I'm trying to find Rustan's, which that
might
be.
And then we also have Casual's karaoke space too. He said you could show off. We got invited.
Yep, I have that. I have Karaoke World. I think he has. I think he has set me all of them. Yeah. See, I wish it told you whose it is, because here's the pirate ship.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know if that's Rustan's or not, though. It wouldn't surprise me if it is. It's either his or it's Casual's. I can pretty much guarantee that, and there's not responding.
Uh-oh. It happens.
This is real life.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be.
On the fly.
No, you're right. You're right. It shouldn't be happening.
Should not be happening for what I'm trying to do here.
Let alone what you paid for.
That too.
Oh, so Pirates is Masomi.
Oh, nice.
I believe.
It's who?
Oh, is it?
That Masomi.
Oh, okay. So I got another one. Awesome.
Or also known as Cosmic Disarray.
Maybe.
Send that to me as well, Masomi, if you can. Yeah, so far,
I'm gonna stop for a second, and if you got hers, if you got it, oh, you're waiting for them to send it to you.
I'm still waiting. Okay. And I don't like to show other people's spaces without their permission. And I've got a bunch of new spaces, but none of them are in the chat.
Gotcha. Oh, and then Richard Holy Free Holies, you can also share his if you have.
Oh yeah, I see his right here.
Yeah, you can share.
That's HINANO Cosmic Disarray. You should be able to find me in there. I will pull up Richard's and we'll take a look at this, Metabeast. And then hopefully we can take a look at Lexi Evans. Let me mute. And you guys let me know if I start wigging out here.
I think you're the more powerful computer out of all of us.
Oh, I don't know about that. Right now, it's hanging here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm trying to get in Richard's. I'm not sure what's happening here, Richard. Oh, it says,
Baby, need more servers.
yeah, it's like there's nothing. There's no status on here at all.
Oh.
Uh-oh. I think I'm locking up here. But then again, I am running a stream here, so
Should
that
I
could
pull up?
be- that could be part. No, that computer that you have will not handle it. It does not have enough processing speed, and the GPUs will not be able to pull any of this up.
The hamsters need to run faster. Yes, Richard. Exactly.
Okay, hold on. I might have to reset here, guys. I'll try one more time, but I'm not able to pull Richard's space up at this moment. It's not frozen. It's just not coming up for some reason. I can move around in the VeVeVerse. I'll show you guys. Let me add that to the stage. So yeah, I can move around. So we'll go to here we go. Cosmic Disarray. Let's try that.
Okay. Sweet.
All right. Don't need me here. Take that away.
He is Batman.
All right.
Some birds there.
Whoa.
Whoa! What is this?
Load in progress too. Okay.
This is kind of cool.
Almost there, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Yo.
Whoa.
This is insane, man.
Oh,
Let's see. One left.
one more. This is so cool. Look at the stars.
All right, we're gonna go for it. Here we go.
This is my space.
Dang, this is unreal,
Whoa.
man.
I see Earth.
Oh, hold on. Still trying to load one more thing, but like everything else is moving too, right?
Oh, does he have a Galactus in there? Is that the one more thing?
I don't know.
That would be so cool. He just pops up.
I'm at full power here. Like that's how fast we're moving. So let's check this out.
Space.
What is
The
happening
final
here?
frontier.
Whoa!
Whoa.
That just came out of nowhere, guys.
Oh, I see something off in the distance.
That is insane. Yeah, that looks like the shuttle from Star Wars. Yeah, right there. You see it?
Whoa. He's even got like the rocks for the, is that the like asteroid field?
Yes, asteroid field. Let's look at this.
Wow. Very cool.
I didn't know
Is
that
that
these.
Mars?
I didn't know that the blasters move. That there were blaster motion on this collectible. Look at how cool that looks.
Or is he using like maybe he has access to the pulsing thing?
Maybe part of that. Yeah, maybe that's like
Ooh.
simple shapes in there, right? But like even this is pretty cool. And we can go in the cockpit too, right? So let's see.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then as a side note, Lexi sent hers as well.
Okay, yeah.
So cool.
Metabeast, where do you want me to
Wow.
go? It's your show, man. Where do you want to go, man?
Neptune.
Where's Neptune?
I don't know.
Okay.
Neptune is the blue one, right? Or
That's pretty damn cool.
Dang, this is cool right here, huh?
yeah.
I have an NFT that has a part of the project. There's different rulers of the planets and such, and I rule Neptune.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What a trip.
I rule Neptune.
That's pretty cool. And
That
this
was
is
cool.
this
The
is
rings.
Richard's.
No,
This
this
is
is
Masoni.
Cosmic Disarray.
Cosmic. Okay,
Oh.
Cosmic X-ray. I love that. Love that name.
I believe he's the guy that makes all the games that you guys participate in.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. So
Yeah.
the pinball, I have the pinball and the polar bear one.
Yeah, he's also the one that did the pirate ship too. But
Oh,
this
okay,
is
cool.
pretty. Whoa, wait a minute.
What looks like? What
Something
is that?
here, right?
The
Yeah.
sun.
No, what
How about
something red was
that
here.
red, like right there on the
Yeah,
right?
what the hell is
Yep.
that? It's a freaking Omi.
Is
Look
that
at
an
that.
Omi ring?
Yeah, but
Mhm.
like if I went like that way, it
It
disappears, right?
disappears.
Whoa,
Dude, how did you do that?
Now,
Well, don't tell your secrets. It's a black hole. Oh.
It is a black
A
hole.
black
You're
hole.
right.
Whoa.
That's crazy. We're going in it.
it's gonna suck you in.
We're trying. It's taking a while, but we're going in, guys. We're gonna interstellar this shit. I'm really
Wow.
floorboard right here. I'm like at a pedal to the metal.
Now, does Cosmic? Do you have the extra special powers for building that some do, like Crypt or like Casually does?
You mean
Or
like
Yeah,
Are you
Josh?
able to
think
do
all the
this without
features.
those special features, special powers?
There's a cuboid in there, guys. Look,
Oh.
we're going in, baby.
You can't double click on an object to take you directly to it.
Whoa,
Think
this is
whoa,
like Deep Space Nine.
illusions. Whoa. Oh, he won premium. Oh,
Okay,
good for you, man.
awesome.
Whoa, dude,
We're getting sucked in, guys. There's no
you
turning
are
back now.
freaking wizard, bro. Damn. Look at that. There's the event horizon, right? We're in the event
Whoa.
horizon right here. That's insane. Right?
This is so
Yes.
That's
cool. Mhm.
okay. Yeah, I'm impressed. This is impressed. And this isn't even on Enter the Verse, D.
I know. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
This-
what I
this-
was hoping. That's what I was hoping for, was for some that haven't had theirs, shown
Showcase.
yet, or or
Brother,
maybe
it's all
even
of these.
visited, that they would send theirs in, so more people get an opportunity to show off their stuff. So very cool,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
cool.
This is so
Very
cool.
cool. All right. Yes.
Make sure you go back to Lexi's.
We're
if you
going
would,
right now.
right?
We're gonna find
Yeah.
it right now.
I
Very
will take
cool,
us into
Masami.
Rustan's.
Okay. Here we are. We're at Lexi's. And I think Country Thing is in there. What's up? I don't really talk when I'm on. Yeah, I don't really talk when I'm inside a space because it doesn't work well on StreamYards. But feel free to yell at me.
I love seeing all the little balloons pop up. Whoa, she's got lots of balloons.
Looks like 2,055 objects. Wow,
Dang,
that's pretty
Lexi's
cool right
been
there.
building.
Where you spawn right into like a garden or something, right?
I like that. And the water's moving.
2158. We got 2 left.
Thank you, Cosmic, for sharing.
Yeah,
This is awesome.
it was a phenomenal space.
All right, Casual's even here. What's up?
Yeah,
Let's go,
just
guys.
come in.
All right.
Casual.
We ready? Are we ready? Let me F6 this. We got 2 more. Can I move around? We're just with 2 without a little bit. All right. Look at
Ooh.
this. We're still loading, guys. It lied. It said it had 2 more. There's way more than 2 more.
It's kind of the center of the map where you spawn
6
in.
more. Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
I like this.
Little
That's the
blood
top right
diamond.
there. Look at the waterfall.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, she had a screenshot of that on her timeline with the waterfall, and I was like, "Whoa, that is neat."
Yeah, we're still loading, guys. Still loading. 3 left. Although it lied to us the first time.
Just thinking.
Where do you want to go, Metabeast?
Excuse me. Hang on just a second.
Yeah, no
Yep.
worries.
Water.
I'll go higher.
This is good. Yeah.
Right. F6.
All right, I am back. Oh, that's cool.
Still loading more things. You know, I'm pretty impressed that my computer is not flaking out on us right here.
Yeah, good thing.
Head down in there, see what's down below.
Well, that's kind of where we spawn. We
How?
spawned in here.
Okay, now Lexi, do you have the special VV powers too to build, or did you do this without it?
Do you have
Oh.
premium power?
That water, the way the waterfall's going is
Incredible.
You either get the power, or someone who has the power can come in your space
build.
and
Yes,
Mhm.
yeah,
yes, they are, Mr. Green.
Yes, Verde.
yes. So, all right, I think we're loaded. No, we're still loading.
Swampy came in and helped her.
That's what I
Helped them,
thought. Yeah.
helped them. Okay.
I need to
Awesome.
get Josh into my space to like animate things for me.
Yeah, take a number.
Come on, Josh. I wrote you a nice review.
What is that?
Right here?
Is that
Water.
Lava? That's water or lava?
I was like, it's
Water.
blood water.
No, it's water right here, man. Shoot. Oh, hold on. Let me zoom in. Yeah.
It's like
water.
the diamond, right? So it's like a blood diamond.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I don't
maybe
know.
so.
I
Maybe it's
don't
like
know.
a blood
That's just-
diamond.
That's just my speculation. Confirm in the chat.
We're loading 7 more things. It told me 4, now 7. It lies. Are you using ChatGPT, VeVeVerse?
I like
She
that.
got jammies
What happened
with
here?
the one gem.
Here we go.
I like that little forest. That little. That's so cool, right there. That whole.
This right here?
Yeah.
With the trees, the liquid.
Yeah, the water.
Behind it and the rocks.
The water
around
looks
it.
super cool.
Freaking cool.
Let me back up here.
Yeah, and I said before, like the waterfall, doesn't it remind you of a peacock when it spreads its feathers?
Doc.
Yeah, peacock.
Look how
Mhm.
beautiful this looks.
I
That
like
is-
a nice flowy dress. I
Wow.
love that. This
Yeah,
is
they
like a
said it
little
took-
hideaway.
1 month, right? I think that's what they said.
Yep.
All right, we're going to come up. We're going up. That's just one
Okay.
spot, guys. This is where we spawned, right here.
Yep. Because
Yes,
there
I
was the
do.
area I went into
Whoa.
underneath the there.
Yeah. So let's check this out right here.
Didn't get loaded.
It's like water features right here, right?
Yeah.
We'll go from the
that's
back
it.
end. Like, look at this, like a little brick
Ooh,
road right
even
The
here.
whole
Brick road.
Zen and Zen's place.
Yes.
Are those
She's got like
coconuts?
young coconuts.
Yo, those are coconuts?
They're younglings. Wow. I love that.
What?
I want to go there. Like in
Yeah,
real
look
life.
at that. They look like coconuts.
Yeah, I think that's what they're supposed to be. Very detailed. Even the leaves, the young leaves, that's how they
Insanely
look like.
detailed, yeah. So let's
Wow.
take a trip right here. Right here. Is that Lisa? Is that Lisa?
Beg your pardon.
What?
Whoa. Beg your
What was that?
pardon.
That wasn't me.
Was that a Star Wars guy in there? A stormtrooper?
Yeah, I don't know. But this is
Thank
cool
you.
right here. I dig this, Lexi.
They need to make it so you can turn some of the characters into NPCs and they can.
Move around like at
Interact
what
with
is that?
you.
Like Hyperfi, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I love these.
Look at
With
this.
the fluorescent pink.
Whoa, it's very bright. Yeah, I like this. Like I'm just kind of like cruising around the pathway.
This is not. This is
That's
way cool.
nice.
Oh, look at that right here.
Oh, is that lava?
Yeah, let's take a look at this real quick.
Whoa.
Actually, I'll go around and I'll come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh shoot, sorry. Learning how to move around in this space. It
Look,
kind of gives
everything's
me like
lined up.
it gives me Raiders of the Lost Ark vibes, right?
Mm,
You know, on like the end.
yeah. I like how everything's like so lined up. Like the rocks on the side, they're proportionate to each other.
Yeah. Let's go down
Ooh,
in here.
look at this tree.
Let's go down. I like that. I liked how like she puts everything in the pathway, so like the branches are kind of like in the pathway because you got to
Mhm.
walk past them.
What's in-
This is like a stage, huh?
Oh, the Blackpink can perform.
Oh yeah. Look at this. Oh shoot. You know, I don't know if everything loaded. Let me see. Yep, everything's loaded.
Okay.
Well, Rustan's is very simple, so it loaded
Oh,
no problem for me.
thank God.
Okay.
At least
Yeah,
we got
I mean,
we got.
I'm able to
So,
move around in here, but it is a bit tricky.
yep.
Okay,
This
here
is
we
cool.
go. Yeah, go down here.
Ooh, it's
We'll,
more.
we'll check out Rustan's after. So we can
And
either go
then
that way.
maybe hopefully the
Oh.
pirate ship too would be cool.
Yeah, we can go there. Yeah. Wow, this is insane.
Huh.
You got all kinds of stuff in here.
Where
Sorry, I'm
does
trying to like
this road lead
move
us?
around to where we don't have to like walk.
Oh, this is like underneath too, because the rock is on top of us.
I thought maybe that was an opening.
Yeah, it kind of looked like on this side, like a little hidden pocket.
Maybe it's a maze.
I thought that was an opening. You never know. She might have
Yeah.
something hiding around here, right?
Mhm.
Like that looks like that could be a door one
Like
day.
a secret.
Oh, what? Wait a minute. Where am I going here?
Can we-
Oh, look at this.
Tricky, Lexi.
It is very tricky. Gosh, this is a lot of intricate work.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Wow.
You said there's like 2,000 something pieces in here?
2,185, I believe. Something like that.
Wow. Oh,
I mean, look at this.
look
These
at
are
that.
individual rocks.
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, what's that?
What is this?
Oh,
Look at them. They're all shiny.
What is that?
what is
I don't
that? It's
know.
like, what is it?
It's
Is
fucking
that
cool.
from?
Wow. Look, whenever I move, it just makes sparkles.
Wow.
That's cool.
Oh, and we're directly underneath the level because the brick road is on top of us
Crystals.
now. Crystals.
Okay.
Is that from?
Crystals.
Crystals?
What collectible is that?
That is so cool.
Oh, just change rocks to glass. What?
Yeah.
So cool.
Okay, so this is interesting. You have this little entrance. It probably takes us around, but this takes you
some
somewhere.
Red
Look at this.
road.
Somewhere secretive.
Yeah. Whoa. Wait a minute. Come on, Hinam.
Oh,
Where are we?
Hmm.
What is this? This is like a little thing?
Does that lead you to
A little thing?
the top of the waterfall?
What? I don't know. If I go too far back, then we go into a wall, right? But
Can you
little
go through it?
Little hideaway.
you gotta right here,
Oh.
maybe? Yeah, look, you gotta go here. See?
There you go.
All right. You got me, Lexi. You got me.
Little river, not path.
I got stuck.
It's a river. You're not supposed to be on the river
Okay. All right.
without
all
a boat.
I'm
Anyway.
lost. I'm getting lost.
Ooh.
I got
Some
Uncle G
foliage?
calling me, D.
Who?
You know Uncle G?
Oh.
Uncle G, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's giving me a call right now.
Oh.
I
What
hope
is
they're
that
not
plaque?
watching.
What's
I
that
think
thing on
it's
the wall?
I think
It's
maybe
a
it's just
golden
something
ticket.
inside. Maybe it's something that connects on the outside. Looks like almost like a cuboid with grass. This is pretty neat right here.
Yeah.
Trippy.
Yeah.
It's like a cauldron. But I think this is neat. This reminds me of like the national Volcano National Park, where you get to go through like the lava tubes.
Oh, the tubes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually never been there, but I've heard so much great things about
You've
it.
never been there?
Nope.
That's crazy. You lived here
Yeah.
all your life.
I know. I got a chance to, but I didn't.
Yeah, this gives me. Go ahead, Metabeast.
Do you have the pirate ship, or do you have one of casuals?
Yeah, you want to check that out next? You want to go there?
I was just gonna say I will show Rustan's.
Yeah.
If you want to pull up
Yeah,
another
man.
one. That
Definitely.
way, we can go from one to the next quicker.
Yeah, of course. Okay, thank you, Lexi. Appreciate
This
Thank
is
this.
you.
awesome,
Lexi.
Lexi.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
want to
this
make sure I
is
came here
this.
real quick just
I
to see
will
this part.
definitely be going to check it out when I'm not on a stream and stuff, and things will work a bit better for me. So
Yeah,
that
this
is
was
pretty
great.
darn cool.
Yeah.
All right, logging off. So we're gonna tag to you. Go for it,
Yeah.
man.
Yep, this one will probably be quick. So
Yeah,
if you have me
I'll load up the
and
other one.
running.
You're ready to go.
All right, here we are with this is Rustan, body paint artist I know, and he builds in many metaverse platforms. What happened?
The VeVeVerse just died. It's frozen.
Yours?
Oh no.
Mine just froze. Yeah.
Yeah, it did that
It,
to me too.
it had to happen sooner or later.
So he's not a huge. I don't think he's a huge VV collector, but he has been. He has collected a few things here and there.
Yeah, he definitely knows VV. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. He's got the Toby.
All right, let me load this back up.
But he's an amazing artist and has built a lot of things in many different metaverse platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, inspirational
What is-
guy too.
What is that noise? It's like,
Sounds
sounds
like
like something's printing.
Yeah, it sounds like a collectible.
Sounds like our
Oh.
old Oki
Coming
data.
from me? Is it in
Oh,
here?
you know what? I think it's RoboCop making that noise.
Oh. Oh, right
Ah,
there.
Yeah, and I remember that RoboCop always had issues in the VeVeVerse.
Turn it off. Pull the plug. Yep.
Yeah, I
got
think
his
it's that.
DeLoreans. If you remember the Blockbuster video we went to.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Wow. Like that light,
What
the
is that?
overhead light is like, whoa. It's
it's whenever the gun comes out of his leg. It's that noise coming from RoboCop. I'm almost sure of it. Because I remember people had issues with that collectible in the past. What's up, Millie? Good to see
He
you,
doesn't
man.
go. He doesn't draw it out. Evidently.
maybe
I
it's a
guess
glitch
not.
right now because he does move because even Vegan has a bunch of him and he had them stacked next to each other and that's all you heard was each. I was like, oh my goodness.
All right.
All right,
Ooh,
I
a
got
little-
a warning in this space.
Yeah, I did too.
Too complex.
Yeah,
So
that's
just in
what
case,
I got. I got one of those as well.
I put it in fast mode.
So I switched to fast mode as well. So, but this is a little check.
Hold on.
Is this the way? Is this a pre-build? This building here?
Yeah.
With,
That platform?
even with the things that go down like that?
Yes, the underneath the thing, yeah.
Yeah, these.
Mm-hmm.
That is part of it? Okay. I remember the building. I just didn't remember it looking like that underneath. Okay.
Yeah, so sometimes people like either make it transparent or change it to something else so it's not just like a thing poking out.
Yeah.
Which one did you go? Which one did you go to, Hanano?
So I'm at the boat. If you want me to display that,
The pirate ship?
Pirate ship.
I'm at the pirate ship. You want to see
Okay,
it?
go for it. Yep.
All right, here we go. Let me remove. All right, here we go. So that's the pirate ship, and this is
wow.
another. We've never displayed this before, either on Enter the Verse or Future Watch. So let's go. Let's
The way the
take a
water.
trip. So look how cool this is. His cannons, they
Are
move.
firing. They look like they're firing.
I think there's one cannon that actually shoots. But let's go on the inside.
They shooting at the crack at a kraken.
Oh, I don't know. We're gonna
Is-
see. But look at this.
is-
Check this out.
Is this the Pirates of the Caribbean scene with the whirlpool thing and going down?
Oh, at
Oh,
World's End.
the World's
Look
End.
at if I saw the way the waves go
Mm.
or the water
That's-
was going, looks like they're
Yeah.
in a spiral.
Check
The
this out.
specific scene of that movie, the music at that part is totally epic. It's like bang, bang. Well, you've seen it. It's epic.
Like how? This is cool.
I'm on
I
a
dig
boat
this.
and I'm going fast, and I got a nautical themed Afghan.
Look at that. That's cool too. He's got like a jail right here.
Then you got to have a jail.
Lock you up, man.
Get out of line,
Yeah.
or don't get out of line.
All right, we're gonna go up top. Check
You're too
that
funny,
out.
Betty. You're going to jail.
There's like a small little area right here where you got more cannons.
Take him to the brig.
That is cool.
That is cool. So
There's a goat in the
and it
boat
moves.
in a hole in the bottom of the sea.
In this?
No,
No, he's
Oh.
rhyming.
no, you've never heard that?
No.
There's something because they're saying I'm on a boat. Well, there's a
that was
goat
from a song.
in a boat in a hole at the bottom of the sea, and then there's you add more stuff to it. I don't know what it means or what it's all about, or
Does he have
whatever.
a box with a fox and eating ham with sand?
I thought there could be a
There's
frog
the
on a log.
Kraken.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think we just went under.
Cool. Check
That
out.
is freaking awesome.
that is
Whoa.
Very cool.
Okay. I bet I know what
Wow.
that is. Yep. There she is.
Oh, it's
ah,
her. That.
But that's cool. That's
aha.
cool that he uses it that way, right?
All right.
Yeah.
That's ingenious right there. Like even right here, like this boat is burning. In reality, that's the tire from Ghost Rider, right?
Oh no!
Yeah. Look, there's his chain.
See, I thought it was like one of the pieces from Brock's line of his fishes.
Oh,
With a
I
different
see.
thing.
Oh, look, they even got people right there. Ah, the Kraken!
Save me!
All right, let's check these guys out. What's
All right.
happening with them?
Oh, he says go into the boat.
Well, we just came in from the boat.
Is there something else?
Back to the boat? Okay.
And whenever you're ready, I just pulled up Karaoke World.
Okay. You let me know. Oh, see, look, there's one that does shoot Metabeast. I saw it. I saw one of the
The one on fire.
Look.
The boat on fire.
The
boat on fire?
They all kind of
Oh, right there.
look like they're shooting
Oh,
something.
shoot.
You see
Hold
little
up.
like snowflakes.
I almost ended
Mm.
the stream. My bad. Yeah, I almost pushed the wrong button. That would have been terrible. All right, he said to go to the boat.
Yeah.
So, and then we'll go to the karaoke. Just to keep time.
Yep.
All right. So what am I looking for here at the boat?
Here,
Go inside.
there's nothing left of the boat.
Inside the or is he talking about maybe that boat?
He said the one on fire.
The one on fire. Go inside the boat? Okay. Oh, inside here maybe.
Is
Oh,
that
look
the
at his
Ghost Rider?
face.
Oh,
Look at his face.
wow, that is so
Yo.
cool. Wow, great usage of that collectible. Sheesh.
Dang. He knows we're here. That's actually pretty neat. Like, look at that. Like, you see the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then you even got like Captain America down there too, right? Look. All right. This was super
Very
cool.
cool.
One last time for the one more time. Everybody check it out right there. And we are going to head over to Metabeast. Go for it, man.
All right, back to me. Here we are at Karaoke World. Let me see. I thought it was all.
Wow, this is the longest one we've had in a while. We're almost at 3 hours.
Oops.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. It's been fun.
5.
Yeah.
Great conversation with Aaron and then checking these worlds out. Very cool. Oh, it's like, looks cartoony. That's cool. Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah. It's that a little
I do
mushroom.
I do like Casual's builds. One of my favorite
Yes.
is the treehouse. I love the treehouse.
Yes. Yep. That's one of my
Yeah, I
favorite.
love loved what he did with the idea of using the stamps,
Yeah.
the planet
Mhm.
stamps.
Oh yeah.
All right,
All right.
come on.
It's glitching. You need to reboot.
Oh.
How much are we waiting on?
Yeah, he said you're glitching.
Mm,
The last,
the last
map
map.
is stuck on my map.
Oh. No.
Am I invited to Karaoke World? Let me see.
I believe, yeah, he sent it to us a while back, so it's probably one of your oldest invites.
All right, let me check.
All right, so looking at this,
Yeah.
here's I challenge you people with the that build crazy awesome things. A putt,
Oh yeah.
a mini golf. This looks like this would be a challenging
Mhm.
mini golf. You gotta
Oh,
shoot it from somewhere over here and land over here. I don't know if that's
hold on.
possible.
Yeah.
That's me. Sorry, I'm in there with you. You can hear
That's
yourself,
okay.
huh?
That's I thought I turned my mic off.
Yeah, maybe mute yourself.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay. There we go.
Wow, this
It's
oh wait, no, I have been in.
it's loading up for me.
Yep.
The last guy's building is stuck on mine. Oh, is that Rustan's? Wait, what? Rustan's building is stuck on yours?
Oh, it's still
Oh,
there.
wow.
Well, that's weird.
That is
What?
a glitch.
All right. Well, he said that like Rustan's building is stuck inside his world
Yeah,
for some
that's
reason.
Rustan's.
This is
Right?
Yeah, said when you exit and go into a new space, sometimes things follow.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
said
not good.
sometimes it carries objects from one map to the other. So you carried some of Rustan's stuff into casual space. But I have casual space up if you want me to take control.
yeah, sure.
Okay, let me make sure everything loaded, and I'll go display it. Yeah, we're good. All right, casual. I am here. All right. Oh, here we are, guys. Karaoke World.
Ooh,
So let's go inside. Let's check it out.
Gazla.
Let's go inside, guys.
Love that with the star on the top.
Yeah, this is rad. Oh, look at this.
Ooh, some Gun Stacy.
Yeah, man, casual, you're pretty good at this. Look at this.
Mhm.
He takes his time.
I like it when I've been seeing a lot of the mini, like, downsized ones, collectibles, and they look awesome. Whoa, look at that.
Yeah, no, this is rad.
Do you
Looks
own
like
a
in the wall.
.eth name, Casual?
Wow, this is cool right here. I like this. He made this. Look at that. All right.
And what's on
You
the
gonna be
floor?
singing? Yeah, even that right here. This is even rad right here. Look at that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go out the window. You got stuff here. Got stuff here. He's got a nice pool. You can go poolside right here. There's like a bar, right? Like a pool bar, maybe.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's got the
is
water
different. Yeah.
looking so cool.
Yeah. What's up? There's a cake. You guys want some?
Cake. I want cake.
He's got cake here, guys.
Ooh, cake and
Chocolate cake? You
wine.
want chocolate
it's-
cake, D?
Strawberry cream. There you go.
Metabeast, is it hot dog flavor? Don't ask
He's
me
even
that.
got the bottles here, guys. Look, the bottles. That's like A1 sauce. That's cool.
I love when people recreate like in real life objects using like simple shapes.
Okay, let's check this out. All right, he's got like this right here. It's pointing to go this way, guys. Why do we go this way? Oh.
Whoa. It's like in the clouds.
Yeah,
this
this
reminds
is nice.
me of a what do you call a Mario game when they're in the clouds.
That is so
Yeah.
rad.
Love that. The Walk of Fame.
Yeah, but look at that. Like even this right here, you can see the stars right here. Like he
Yeah,
even
and
made
he's got
stars.
stars, personalized stars
Look,
for
there's a
the
bug
people.
right here. Oh yeah, right here. You got KC for K Collects, and then S.
Is that for Yostef?
Oh, maybe
I know he put on his timeline,
Miss
but I
Gex.
forgot.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Metabeast, anywhere else you want me to go here?
That is cool.
Nope.
Looks like
We'll get it. We'll shut it down. I'm getting hungry, and
Got you, brother. Got you.
I do want to say just a comment on a little bit more on what I put in the chat. If you have an ENS name, a .eth, if anybody has one, you have a 50 gigabyte Decentraland world automatically that you can go build in.
Wow.
I know I have one somewhere. I need to look.
Then there you go. But if anybody doesn't and they would like to check it out and try to build something in it, you get a whole massive world. You bring your own stuff in if you want. And they got default stuff or whatever's pre-made stuff too. If anybody's interested, let me know. I can give building rights to one of mine. I have many because I have Decentraland names as well as .eth. So if anybody just wants the experience, or I don't know, just
DM Metabeast, guys.
Yes, DM him.
Try it out.
Thank you. I'm gonna try my other computer next week because think we're going to. I think it's going to be Income Island next week.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
I've always wanted to see Income Island. Cool.
If they have their newest release up. Otherwise, I went and visited some that I forgot about. So
yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's
more.
No. I know. It'll be.
Are we streaming in Decentraland still, or did that?
Oh no! I forgot. I gotta get a new code. It lasts for 3 days. So.
Oh, okay. Because we're trying to stream there.
Okay. My apologies.
No, you're good. You're good.
I kind of we finally get it and I forget, huh?
It's okay. Close out your segment, my friend.
Okay. So either Income Island or RP1 is where we'll go next week. But thank you guys for coming along and seeing the metaverse and what amazing things people are building. Be safe, be well, be you.
Virtual destinations come ride the wave. Metabeast is blazing through the Web3 craze. Infinite realms where the future's alive. Dive into the meta where adventure thrives.
Oz, definitely go and watch the replay because I really think you will get along with Aaron from Fanable, who we had on. Watch the replay. I think you'll like it. Go ahead, Dee.
No, thank you, Metabeast, for showing us the VeVeVerse today, and also thank you, Hinano. Appreciate all the people that sent the invites and for us to check out your amazing spaces. That's like, that space that Masomi, that's just blowing my mind. Very cool. But yeah, I appreciate everyone that's building out there and sending us stuff so we were able to share it and appreciate your creativity. Also want to give a big shout out to Aaron from the Fanables team for coming on and talking to us as well. If you guys are interested and want to keep the conversation going with him, like he said, his DMs are open. Find him on X or go check out O'Malley's spaces when he has them, Comics and Crypto, and the podcast he does with Kawabunga. yeah, and I just appreciate everyone for tuning in, listening, watching, and tuning in for the replay if you missed it live. And yeah, before we go, any final words, Metabeast and Hinano? We'll start with you, Metabeast.
Yeah, like you said, thank you guys for sending those links. Thank you, Hanano, for
Of course.
alternating, helping get us to be able to see some of those better than I could. And
Always.
yeah, this is why one of the top reasons I like to go exploring them is to see all these different things that people are building out there. So shout out to all you builders. It was amazing. Appreciate you. So
Guys, invite him into your
100%.
space. This is the guy you want to have in your space. He loves the metaverse. He loves the digital realm. And if you guys want more people in the VeVeVerse, invite this guy into your space and chill with him. I
Yep.
think you guys will like it.
One existence.
One existence right there. And I only have one thing to say. Tune in to Friday, guys, because we have some. Well, tune in tomorrow. No, Thursday. We do have Duck and Cover coming in for Enter the Verse.
Yep.
That's going to be awesome as well. But also tune in for Friday because we have two special streams. One in the morning with Shay Byron. Something different is happening with virtual radio because we are going to have a new show called Absolute Virtual Radio. If you guys have been reading the comic books, you might have an idea of what's happening on Friday with Absolute Virtual Radio. And I'm
where do you
absolutely
see the
stoked.
comic books
For which one?
for you?
For me? What do you mean?
Yeah, is that what you're referring to? You said if you've been reading the comic books.
Yeah, so if you're reading
Absolute.
the Absolute series is what I'm saying.
Oh,
Absolute
I gotcha,
Batman and
gotcha.
Absolute-
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
And you'll,
on Green
you'll know
Lantern,
the little variant thing we're trying to do with the name here. So
Yeah, I mainly just have the Green Lantern, but I haven't even
Yeah.
read them. I got to go read them.
yeah, like the Absolute
So-
series is something different. It's awesome. And that's what we're going to be doing on Friday with
Okay, cool.
Absolute
cool.
Virtual Radio. So come and check it out, guys. And
Yeah.
then we're going to have in the afternoon, I believe in the afternoon, David Yu is going to come on and we're going to have a collection showcase. We're going to have people from the community come and show their collections, and David Yu is going to show his collection. So we're going to sneak peek to see what David's got cooking and hiding in his, house of fun. So tune into that, guys. And then also on Aloha Friday, you guys are going to be able to catch the debut of my new movie, The Writer. And here it is. That'll be airing at the end of Aloha Friday after we do our collection showcase with the collectors. And that is going to be, I think it's a 4-minute short film that I created, all done by AI. We have walking and talking characters in there, and there's a full-fledged story of an alien invasion, guys. So tune in to Friday for The Writer, and that's it. That's all I got, Dee.
Oh, and one more thing too. Also tune in for Saturday because we do have a special edition or special guest on Enter the Verse. We're gonna have some
It's actually a special edition of Enter the Verse, actually.
special edition of Enter the Verse with some awesome females in the community showcasing their spaces. So tune in for that. Yes, that one exactly.
That's on Saturday, guys.
Saturday. So yeah, I think that's gonna be our first time in a long time that we'll have a show on a Saturday.
Well, it's not going to be us, though. So it's going to be The Biggest Bro and Raven, along with a bunch of community members from the Women X VV. So come and check it out, guys.
Yes, please come and check it out and support the females. I mean, support everybody, but support the females in the space in all the communities. So please tune in for that. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you everybody for coming on and sticking with us for 3 hours. It's been fun. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, bye.
Oh.